Suit did say earlier today, and of course, Suit is Chandler Honeycutt, for those that don't know. He said, I might make an appearance on today's show.
Oh, he might.
He might, yeah. He might grace us with his presence.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Also,
we're also up on YouTube now.
I'm not going to mention that. Okay, we are on YouTube, according to The Bone, Jarrett Watkins. So you can find us there and be a part of today's show. How we feeling about the Military Bowl? How we feeling about the Pirate basketball win last night? How you feeling about the other bowl games, the NFL playoffs, or anything else that is on your mind? Let us know on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. All right, a lot of guests to get to. Ken Watlington joins us live coming up in about 20 minutes. You'll hear my chat with Holton Ahlers from earlier today coming up in the second hour. Also, Patrick Mason joins us live in hour number 2. Joe Giglio from Raleigh, who has been in the media game for a long time, will join us coming up at 5 o'clock to talk about NC State's perspective on the Military Bowl. We'll talk a little Belichick and more with Joe Giglio coming up on our program. And former Pirate Ryan McCrystal, now in the Reds organization. Caught up with Ryan on the golf course earlier today. He did a video interview with me while playing golf. It's hit or miss. I'll say about 90% of it is listenable. The other parts are a little shaky. But Ryan, great personality as always. You'll hear that interview coming up in our final hour. Also, business-wise, we've got 1, 2, 3 into the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 prizes, 3 shows left. We'll triple down today in the treasure chest, and we'll triple down on Thursday as well and have our final 2 prizes to give away on Friday. So 3 treasure chest winners. We'll open it up coming up in just a few minutes. Another thing I got to do is finalize all these 40 bowls in 14 days. We're off to a 2-1 start to the 40 bowls in 14-day season, thanks to Ellerby and Brian Bailey picking up wins. Brian Meador, who was ineligible to even pick games, lost his game, so we shouldn't even count that. But 2-1 right now. Memphis a winner over West Virginia last night, just as Brian Bailey said. 2 bowl games coming up tonight. Boca Raton Bowl at 5:30, James Madison and Western Kentucky. L.A. Bowl at 9 o'clock. J-Bone has Cal over UNLV in the L.A. Bowl. Alex Harper has James Madison beating Western Kentucky in the Boca Raton Bowl. With that being said, Shirley, I just dropped it. With that being said, hashtag God's plan. Hit a 40 bowls in 14 days, and we're going to let Shirley Rhodes pick 2 bowl games. Not 1, but 2. Hit it, Shirley.
40 bowls in 14 days.
This one might be too soon.
14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. Oh, my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days.
Said a 14 days. I said a 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days. 14 days. There's 40 bowls.
R. Kelly?
Too soon?
Nah.
But there's 14.
I forgot about this one,
There's
too.
14 days. Woo! I don't want to hurt nobody.
This is 1993,
But
sitting in your
all
car,
these games.
sitting at the light.
Hit it.
Sing it, man.
I don't see nothing wrong with 40 bowls in 14 days. I don't see nothing wrong. Baby, whoa, baby, 40 bowls in 14 days. I don't see nothing wrong with 40 bowls in 14 days.
Whoa,
See
whoa,
nothing
whoa.
wrong.
That's a little Drew Hill for you.
40 bowls in 14 days.
So the game is on tonight, and it's got me feeling right. Everybody here is 18 or older, I promise.
Did you just do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was part of the thing.
Nah, that's just freestyle.
I did come up with something, 40 bowls in 14 days, R. Kelly version, more like 40 girls of the 14 age.
Come on now! Come on now!
Too soon. Too soon.
That's good, J-Bone.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, man.
R. Kelly. He's
Newbie.
like the 10th most. Is toxic the word? Probable. What's the word they say? The problematic.
Yeah,
I was going to say problematic, but I
10th
didn't know.
most
this-
problematic rapper / R&B star
Yeah.
these days.
The 10th most.
T. Diddy makes R. Kelly look like Barney the dinosaur, though. Like, that is.
True.
All right, Shirley.
Yes, sir.
Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. We may need some first responders at R. Kelly's house. North Texas versus Texas State. This feels like a movie. Like, remember Necessary Roughness back in the day?
Yeah.
Like two fake schools. North Texas and Texas State. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Mean Green.
You got to go with the AAC's finest, the Mean Green.
Well, plus I just like the fact that they call themselves the Mean Green.
That is a great name.
It is.
All right, and
Very different.
Let's do one more. Buffalo taking on Liberty. Do you go with the Falwells or do you go with the folks that invented the wing? I don't know if that's true or not. The Bulls or the Flames?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
They're in the Bahamas, by the way.
Okay, definitely got to do that one.
Saturday, January 4th, Bahamas Bowl, 11 a.m.
By the way, Caden Salter entered the portal going to Colorado.
Colorado! Caden Salter entering the portal for the second straight year. Last year, he was in it for about 30 minutes, and then they passed around the offering plate up in Lynchburg and found some money for him to stay. This year, joining Dion, question mark?
Yeah.
Dion's going to be there?
Unless Ryan Day gets fired.
They wouldn't hire Dion Sanders. Ohio State ain't hiring Dion.
You never know.
I guess you're right about that. All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, for your participation.
You are quite welcome.
Let's check in with the chat gang because we got monster chat gang news. Steve Hill says, "Hey, yo."
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't.
Hey, yo.
Try that again.
Jamie says, "Hey, now."
Hey, now.
Jerry says, "Hello."
Hey, Jer Bear.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Jerry says, "I got married this past weekend. My parents and uncle from Blackjack, North Carolina attended. Congratulations, Jerry."
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Bill Burr was like, what did he say? Half of
Yeah, talk
all
about
marriages in divorce. If I went skydiving,
Yeah.
and they said, we got 4 parachutes, 2 of them don't work. Would you sign up to do that?
Is this the line to lose half my stuff? Oh.
But
We're not talking about Jerry, though.
Jerry, yours is going to work out because you're a great fella. Will she still allow you to listen to Pirate Radio Live every day and tune in? Tune in. PJ's in the house. What's up, PJ? John Moody says he's got a little taco meat on his chest.
Oh, yeah.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Cool, John. Congratulations on that. I've
Cool,
got
neat story.
very little taco meat on my chest. Did anybody notice that I kind of cut my beard a little bit?
I did.
I just did.
So,
I noticed it, but I was just like, I could be wrong, and I didn't want to embarrass myself, so I didn't say anything.
I went to the stove and I got some razors, and I was like, that was step 1. But I didn't even open them up. I just trimmed it a little bit with some hair scissors. Mm-hmm. So that's like phase 1. I'm going in a lot of phases here. I might go like one part at a time, like go mustache and then go burns.
Okay.
You thought I meant like one hair at a time?
I thought you were like gonna do like a Hitler or a Chaplin stash or something. My bad.
All right.
Sorry.
Bone's on fire today, man. He's kind of the edgy comic type. Says a lot of the things you're too scared to say.
More like a Bill Burr, maybe?
Yeah, like a bird. All right, Pirates win last night. You can paint it purple.
How about them Pirates, baby?
There we go, Schwartzy. What were the changes, J-Bone?
None.
Oh, sorry.
A lot of rotational stuff. Travion LeBeau got banged up in practice, according to Mike Schwartz. And no Julian Samaro, which I thought was a big surprise.
I know. You had him in – I'll say we. We had him in the starting lineup.
I had Sear in the starting lineup, and guess who started?
Bang.
Sear.
Nailed that one. How much did Jay Shane play?
I'd say his regular 19 to 20 minutes.
Yes, he did. I had a tweet ready to go for if he
What did he have, 1 point last night?
None.
What are you, Bob Euchre? 1 point? 1 point? Jay Shane, big one, 1 point in 16 minutes.
All right.
Couple of assists. Cam Hayes played 36 minutes. Did he start?
Yeah.
He started.
He did.
He had 9 points. Big night last night for C.J. Walker. 23 points, 10 rebounds, and in 33 minutes.
17 of his points came in the second half, by the way.
Man, big second half. And needed them because the Pirates were in a battle there for a while.
Yeah.
So East Carolina beats FIU. That runs their record on the year to 8-4. Coming up next for East Carolina, they'll be at home this weekend against Gardner Webb on Ugly Sweater Day.
What a dumb time to have that game.
Yeah, again, like, I guess.
Yeah, but let's just not do a doubleheader that day because women's and men's play that day. Let's just not have a doubleheader. We can play 2 separate days.
Would you rather had it on a crucial NFL Sunday? I mean,
You calling this Sunday crucial? I mean,
it is for my team.
have you? Okay, well, the slate doesn't look too great.
Yeah. And my team's going to get waxed. Well, when do you want to play this game, Jarrett?
How about noon Saturday? I mean, I can miss Penn State.
So here's,
I mean, you're putting it smack dab in the middle of college football playoffs and NFL games. Like, that's absurd.
is there NFL this Saturday?
Yeah, the 4 teams that play on Christmas.
If ECU basketball was good, if they were undefeated, it wouldn't matter when they put the game.
They
We'd
were
be
good
there.
at making a schedule, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not going to kill them for scheduling. Again, if they were good enough, it didn't matter when they'd play, we'd be there.
It's my fault for being surprised because it's the same thing every year with the schedule.
John wants to hear a little Marlon Gunn to the House versus the Wolfpack by Gus Johnson. So Chandler's not here. I don't feel like doing that. Can you do that, Jared? Shirley, you want to give it a shot? All right, you're Gus Johnson calling Marlon Gunn 40-yard touchdown run versus State.
There's the snap and the handoff. Nope, got nothing.
I need get into it a little bit. Say Marlon Gunn.
Marlon Gunn.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. All right, hit it again.
There's the handoff. Oh, no, he broke through. There he goes. There he goes. Marlon Gunn. Showing the guns.
Down the sideline.
That breakaway, run away from the cop speed.
Do we still have Gus in the Big Ten championship?
Warren looking. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Unbelievable.
You know who that reminds me of?
Jack Sawyer,
You know who this sounds like?
the hero.
Megan Zulu! The Christmas
Jack.
shot goes in! It goes in!
No way. You sound way better than Gus.
Marble Central wins!
But it sounds like the same thing
Yeah.
where you get so excited your voice can't keep up with your level of excitement, and so it starts to crack. And
Yeah.
because I actually strained my vocal cords doing that. Because after the game, we stopped at a McDonald's on the way home to get something to eat, and I was like, "Clip, you're gonna have to order my food. I can't talk."
I think Batman's in the drive-thru.
I need a McChicken. I'm Batman.
Where's the girl?
Putting seed oil in the food.
Joker has contaminated the entire food in Durham.
Bad Diet Coke.
Jamie's got a did you see? He said, did you see Doug Gottlieb? The Doug Gottlieb Adam Schefter beef?
Body bag.
I did not.
Adam, look it up.
All right.
Put him in a body bag.
I am not a Gottlieb fan.
Oh, you'll love this then. Adam Schefter said, "Get out of here, pal. Last in the Horizon League, 7-game losing
I
streak."
can barely see your record over the horizon.
He said, "Less time on the internet, more time in the gym, pal." It was.
Let's see. All right. Adam Schefter said Sacramento State is in discussions to hire former Pro Bowl quarterback Mike Vick as its new head coach. Yada, yada, yada. Doug Gottlieb quote tweet, Jesus, Shefty. Edit what agents tell you. 0.0% chance Sac State has $50 million in NIL. Schefter says the Sac 12 leading the school's NIL efforts already announced it has reached its initial goal of raising $50 million. Schefter then says,
Yeah, see.
and Jesus, Doug, a 7-game losing streak and last place in the Horizon League, less time on social media and more time in the gym. Holy crap. Adam Schefter.
From the top rope.
Man, that is awesome. Screw Gottlieb.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Adam Schefter aired his underwear. Oh, that's fantastic. And then Jamie added, Gottlieb got beat by a team he called Nobody You last night.
Sit your ass down. Go to sleep. Give us all a break.
Thank you, JR.
Jesus, Doug.
Doug Gottlieb, who is, I never like, he's so smarmy. He's just.
One of them Yankees.
Okay. I mean, what Yankees? Where's he from?
I'm assuming up north.
He went to Notre Dame and Oklahoma State, right? He's from he was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Do you
see?
consider them?
Milwaukee.
So is Patrick Mason a Yankee? When he comes in, are you going to call him a damn Yankee?
Ugh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Pike liked the stream. Thank you, Pike. Yeah, I'm down for any kind of Doug Gottlieb talk. Count me in. All right. Anything else going on in Pirate news?
Caton Hauser sticking around.
Caton Hauser back.
Tegan Wilk back.
Mims back in the portal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Since,
Since Clausen stepped down, and I guess C.J. Mims was unaware that was going to happen, he's gone back into the transfer portal.
Come back home.
all right, Caton Hauser 3 hours ago tweeted, wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Let's run it back, Pirate Nation. Hashtag burn the boats. Pirate flag emoji. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Ohio State, Oregon, Notre Dame,
Nope.
Georgia,
What?
Bama, Florida, Texas Christian,
Percy Harvey, Coach Irvin Myers.
Wouldn't want to be any of those places. Wants to be right here in Greenville. That's what I like to hear, Caden. You are a true pirate, not counting the time you were at Michigan State. So glad Caton Hauser's sticking around. Tegan Wilk, like 2 weeks ago, Holton Ahlers said, hey, man, I'm going to say something, but you can't tell nobody. Tegan Wilk is looking at a place in Greenville. In fact, he might have said he already has a place in Greenville. So writing has been on the wall in that one for a while, but good to have Tegan Wilk back at East Carolina, left for Memphis, and now returning to play football at ECU. Boy,
As a grad transfer.
the portal is a crazy, crazy thing. And the third thing you mentioned, C.J. Mims. So Clausen out at Wake Forest. I guess he thought he was going to be the coach there. Has decided to enter the portal. Honestly, I think, I don't know about a lot, but a portion of this portal stuff is we all like attention. We all like to be told how great we are, how handsome or attractive we are, how we're the best. And that only happens during the recruiting process. These coaches recruit these kids, and they're like, man, I have never seen a player like you. You come to my school, you're playing every snap. You're getting the best locker. I might already have some dates lined up for you.
You are the best of the class this year.
You're the best player I've ever seen in my life.
Jeez.
Please come to my school. They get to the school and they're like, all right, hit the line. We're running now.
Fat sack of crap.
Yeah, you ain't worth a darn.
Yeah.
Who recruited you? How did you even make it here?
Deliver me from pick sixes.
So then they jump back in the portal, and guess what? All over again. Hey, man, I don't know what they were doing at that old school, but you are my guy. You're the guy. Come on to my school, man. We'll give you some money. We'll give you a car. We'll let you go on pirate radio and talk for a little bit.
Some people. Some people.
So I think part of the reason these players jump back in the portal is so they can hear how good they are. They're tired of getting dog cussed. They're ready for a little affirmation.
You know, on the game when you're recruiting a guy and it's like the brand awareness, like the microphone logo, do you think that they use your show for like recruiting players?
Yeah, you can get your name out there like Danny Beal. Look what that's done for him. Great question, J-Bone, and one that I will ask Blake Harrell next time we talk to him.
Ask the players tomorrow.
We do have player availability, so we'll hear from some ECU guys coming up on Thursday. We'll hear from Blake Harrell and John David Baker on Friday. We'll hear from Ken Watlington when we return on Pirate Radio Live on this Wednesday. We'll ask him how UNCW lost to Howard and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live. Oh, Shirley, cut the music. Cut that.
Come on.
Hit my music.
Hit it next time. We got to make you a winner because we still have prizes to give away. We're going to do 3 winners. Come on in, kid. Come on down. The price is right. Ken Watlington is here. This music is loud. He'll pick out a prize for our winner when we return. Caller 12, 317-1250, 317-1250. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Busy Wednesday after this.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep is the place to find the hottest new vehicles on the road, and you will save this December at the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Head over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep and check out the remaining 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Save up to $11,000 on remaining 2024 models, or get up to $12,000 off on a new 2025 Ram 1500 truck. The Ram is the #1 brand in new vehicle quality and the most awarded light-duty and heavy-duty truck brand over the last 5 years. 2024 Ram 2500 and 3500 are also available and ready to work. Save up to $13,000 off on a new heavy-duty Ram. You'll also save up to $10,000 on a 2024 Ram ProMaster, America's most dependable work van. Head on over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in the month of December to save on Jeeps, trucks, even work trucks and vans.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerel in Greenville. Come see us!
Offers do not include tax, tags, and $7.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Hi Pirates, this is Holton Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. United Bank, safe, sound, secure since 1839. Now more than ever, trust is the foundation of any successful relationship. With local bankers you know and trust, it's no wonder businesses and individuals throughout North Carolina continue to choose United Bank. Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we got another winner out of the treasure chest. I want to talk about our great sponsors and read what has been won so far out of the chest. Would anyone like to help me do that? Nobody.
Yeah, J-Bone's been doing it. You want me to do it?
Nobody's
sure?
raising their hands.
All right.
Boy, Studio B really looking down here.
No, I'm not looking down. I just didn't have my sheet. I was going to have to look for it.
Okay, Team Naughty.
Yeah.
Nice shirt.
Thank you.
All right, Jared. Are you naughty or nicey?
I'm feeling pretty nice.
I have one that says naughty, nice, and whatever. Yeah, I have that one too.
All right. Erica Bowen was good this year. She won a $100 gift card to Fifth Street Hardware.
Doors Dillon won a 6-piece belt and buckle set, including the Jolly Roger from Anson Belts.
Nick Odom took home a $100 gift card to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. He is one bad daddy.
All right. Jeez, you messed me up. Tommy Cook won a 2-night stay at the Beaufort Hotel.
Jeff Dover won the Big Rock Power Sports prize pack, including a Polaris cooler.
Carrie Brown won a $200 gift card from Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Sean Jenkins won a Keaton Mitchell jersey and gift cards from the Buccaneer Music Hall.
Brad Woodard won a beer pong table, prize pack, and natural light cooler from Carolina Eagle.
Matt Don't Call Me Ryan Lewis won a Mick Ultra golf bag from Carolina Eagle.
Josh Aldridge won the Michelob Ultra paddleboard from Carolina Eagle.
Victor Long won a $100 gift card to Chico's.
Now, I don't have an updated sheet.
Josh Lilly won an iPad from Copy Pro. Matt Hager won a $100 gift card to Cuccinella's.
Todd Garris won a $100 gift card to Dank Burrito.
Kevin Ainge won a $100 gift card to Down on Main Street.
Justin Hammond won a $100 gift card to Fleet Feet.
Susan Deans won the IMAX ticket prize pack and popcorn bucket from Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Chris Hill won a one-night stay and gift card to the 8th floor restaurant at the Hilton Garden Inn downtown.
Man, my bad. Hilton Garden Inn, downtown Greenville. Jay Johnson won a $100 gift card to Holistic Company.
Eric Mizell won a $100 gift card to Jersey Mike's.
Tracy Allen took home the $100 gift card to Jimmy John's.
Thomas Heath won a $100 gift card to Cairo Salt Therapy.
David Price won the teeth whitening kit valued at $450 from Michaels and Gateway Family Dentistry.
John Moody got the $100 gift card from Overtime Tavern.
Steve Hill won the Smithy cast iron skillet from Pirate Waters Outfitter.
Blake Saunders won a $100 gift card to Russells of Washington.
Paul Quinn won some straight cash from Sparky Snowballs, and Chad Moore won the multiple gift cards from Tim Sawyer.
And Dick Steffens won the prize pack and gift card from UBE.
Those are our winners so far. We have a winner on the line, and that winner is Joe DeLoach. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Clip, what's going on today, man?
Hey, man, just making it through another day in this crazy world. Ken Watlington's here as well. What's up, Ken?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
We'll let you pick the prize out for Joe, but first, we'll get to know Joe. Joe, what do you do?
Well, I own a residential real estate firm with my wife here in Wendell, big city. And ECU Pirate grad, and actually I'll be in Greenville tomorrow, so I spend quite a bit of time in Pitt County.
Good deal. You repping Wendell there, Jared?
Yes, right next to Zebulon.
Okay, good deal. Neighbors. All right, Joe.
Well, he said it too. He said appropriately, Zebulon.
Zebulon. Joe, give me your, and they didn't have to play together, but give me your quarterback, running back, receiver, Pirate trio that you would like to have if you were coaching a team all time.
All time. Let's go.
Who you got at QB?
Let's go Garrard.
Big David at QB. Who's in the backfield?
In the backfield, I'm going to go Junior Smith.
All right. He could run. And the Frisbee catching dog on the outside. Who's your wide receiver number one?
Man, we have so many good ones. I don't know. Let's go Zay Jones.
All right. Going with Zay. Can't go wrong. All right. There you go, Joe. Enough Q&A. Let's get to the treasure chest. Shirley, let's pull Joe out a prize. We got, what'd I say, 8 left to go. Ken, go ahead and pull one out, and we'll match it with the number here.
What's the best available on the prize draft board?
Well, I just saw Parker Bird, so I would go with the Parker Bird framed autograph from Shenandoah Graphics. Oh, my God.
Are you serious?
Well, Joe, I hope you're an ECU baseball fan and a Parker Bird fan. I did not know Ken pulled that out, but number one on my personal draft board, the framed autographed Parker Bird first at bat Shenandoah Graphics, and guess what? That is your prize.
Dude, I can't even tell you how happy that makes me. I'm a big baseball guy. Season ticket holder, big Parker Bird fan. So,
and it is all yours, my guy. Congratulations, Joe. Appreciate you tuning in, man. And we'll let you know how you can redeem your prize.
Appreciate it, Cliff. You guys have a great day. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. Joe DeLoach, our winner. Now, as I was going over these, somebody won tiebreakers yesterday. Yeah, Robbie Sutton. Thank you, Shirley. So that means we
How
might
do you
go
read your writing?
with my eyes.
That is some chicken scratch.
It is, man. I have some very, like, what grade would you put my writing level at, Ken?
Pre-K. 6 months.
6 months. There you go. Somebody give me a crayon. I could do better work. Some finger paint.
Big old magic marker.
Ken, we got a question from you, from Jamie. Did you get tickets for Pearl Jam in Raleigh in May?
I didn't, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. My next 2 concerts I have tickets for. It's a group called Phanagram. They're coming. I've seen them a couple times. Really good band. They'll be playing the Ritz in Raleigh. I hadn't been to the Ritz in a long time. And I got tickets to see Kendrick Lamar in Charlotte and SZA.
Shirley, let's do a 40 Bowls in 14 Days Kendrick Lamar edition and have Ken pick another game.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days. Oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days.
14 days?
14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 14 days. Wop, 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 wop. I'm gonna pick some games. Wop, 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 wop. I'm gonna do my thing. The Pirates and Pack will play in Maryland. Florida plays Tulane if anybody's caring. Heading to Orlando for the Cure Bowl. Arizona, Arkansas in the Peach Bowl.
That's not true.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just know Jacksonville State, South Carolina State in the Celebration Bowl. Brought to you by Cricket. What is that bowl? I don't really know. South Florida taking on San Jose in the White Bowl.
All right, Ken.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Are you a bad boy? You remember Bad Boy George started smoking? He had his therapeutic back pillow, if I recall.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not a Seinfeld guy? That's nuts, as Coach Mack would say. Ken, with the comedic acumen that you have.
Bad Boy George Costanza.
Yeah.
See, I heard Boy George. I'm thinking, like what are you talking about?
Yeah, Bad Boy George, remember? He's a smoker.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Can't quit now.
All right. I'm sorry. I was,
2 different episodes.
Yeah, I went way off in the...
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
No.
the smoking was when he's trying to call off the engagement with Susan. The therapeutic back pillow is Bad
Boy George. Yeah.
When
He had the girlfriend.
Because that's when Elaine is doing the dance at the Christmas party.
My apologies on the mixed episodes there.
It's all right.
Answer my question, though. Are you a bad boy?
No.
All right. Bad Boy Pinstripe Bowl, George Costanza.
Yes.
Member of the Yankees. Ruth Maris Costanza. Noon, ABC, Saturday, December 28th. The Power of BC, Boston College, taking on Nebraska.
I watched BC play exactly one time this season. They beat the absolute ever-living snot out of North Carolina. Who didn't, let's be honest. And Nebraska is coached by who?
The Rule.
Yeah, BC all the way. Easy.
Ken, I've developed a keen ear being in radio. And speaking of snot, am I picking up a little stuffiness from Ken Watlington?
It's been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Hopefully you feel better than you sound. Or
I'm okay.
I appreciate you being here.
The weekend was not so great, but it's been better this week.
The entertainer or the actual days?
Both.
Okay, fair enough. Ken, have we talked to you since it became official? Bill Belichick?
No, it was last Wednesday I was in with you, and it was like, we think this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it did. And boy, it's been a week, and I kind of still can't believe it.
For those that don't know, Ken has a bit of a rooting interest towards North Carolina.
Absolutely.
What's your story?
Both my parents, graduates of UNC Chapel Hill. Pretty much grew up in Chapel Hill. Couldn't get in. But, I was raised at Tar Heel. So.
You have Tar Heel in your blood and Seahawk wings.
Yeah, the wings have taken flight. That they take over, except, football season.
I talked to David Glenn last week. He said that North Carolina has tried half measures in the past.
Yeah.
Bringing back Mac but like Carl Torbush and John Bunting and they've never really taken a full hack at it. But
we would say maybe Butch Davis was like, oh wow, they're serious.
He included them in a half measure. Maybe that was a 3/4 measure.
Yeah,
if not a full measure.
It did not work out well for the improper benefits, or I can't even remember what happened in that thing 14 years ago. But
yeah, but this is a hack right here. This is full.
Pushed all their chips in. We're like, hey, we're going to try to do this, and good for them, because what do you have to lose?
Yeah, and you've got Dave Doran right down the road, who's I think Bailey said Monday, I said, Dave Doran, maybe a little hot seat entering the game against ECU. He said, when is he not on a hot seat?
Yeah,
it feels like
true.
It's always pretty warm.
I mean, they really had some high expectations entering this season.
Yeah.
It didn't pan out. I mean, obviously had the quarterback situation early on play out the way that they were not expecting, but they got the young guy in there who's playing well lately, and so they enter the bowl game on a hot streak a little bit.
North Carolina, as we have done the rankings of the in-state teams every weekend, they have a chance to easily be the best in North Carolina. It's not going to take much for that to happen.
Next year.
Next year.
Yes.
And, of course, they have higher aspirations than that. But I don't know, man. I feel like this thing might have a better chance of working out than not working out for North Carolina.
Define working out.
I've defined working out as being in the ACC championship. and potentially in the playoff.
They were in the ACC championship 2 years ago.
Okay.
Lost. They were in the Orange Bowl 4 years ago. They've been right there on the cusp of saying, okay, maybe they're going to be good, and they just don't quite get there. Now you have the expanded playoff.
All right, I'll go.
Can they sneak in? Maybe.
I'll go winning the ACC championship then, because I don't see that as a huge feat.
Let me tell you, as someone who's watched Carolina football since I can remember, it's happened once in my lifetime, them winning an ACC championship. And I was so young, I do not remember it.
Let's be honest. If they didn't do it with L.C. Stevens and Nate Brown, will they ever do it?
L.C., I tell you what.
He was a player.
Chris Keldorf and
yes.
Some of these guys.
They were players back in the day. You've got 2 ACC teams in the playoffs. Ken, are you excited about this Friday night and Saturday? You're going to be watching.
I really am.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot there was one game on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that's the Notre Dame Indiana game. Yeah.
Battle of Indiana.
Pretty cool there. I think Notre Dame's kind of a sleeper team. No one's really talking about them. And yeah, they had that tough loss to Northern Illinois, but the rest of the time they've been pretty good. And everyone's talking about Georgia and Ohio State and Oregon this and blah, 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 but nobody's really talking about the Irish.
Well, let's say the Irish wake up on Friday night and beat Indiana. Can they sleepwalk their way to a win over Georgia? That's a pretty tough. Now, Georgia's got the quarterback question.
They got some issues that you really aren't sure how they're going to shake out in the next 2 weeks. Georgia's beatable. I mean, a couple teams did it already this year. I don't know. I feel like every year in the last 20, 30 years, people are like, this is Notre Dame's year. This is Notre Dame's year. No one's really saying it this year. And I'm thinking, actually, maybe it is.
If you had to pick a 6 through 12 team, Jarrett, that includes Penn State, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Tennessee, Indiana, SMU, Clemson. Which one goes the furthest?
I would probably go Clemson.
Clemson would have to beat Texas and then knock off Arizona State.
It's not a tough stretch.
Obviously, the SMU Penn State winner, depending on how you feel about Boise, has a bit of an open path because they would take on Boise next.
I like Arizona State's coach, and he can fire up that team, but I really think Boise State is getting unfair disrespect.
Okay.
Just like, the winner of that game has an easy path. It's like Boise State's ran like a professional college team.
Again, I go back to Gonzaga basketball. It's like we get to this point in the season, we're like, Boise State hadn't played anybody. Yeah, but they were in that Oregon game. They gave Oregon maybe the best shot anybody gave the Ducks this year. Just like Gonzaga, by the time we get to the tournament, they're like, man, they hadn't beat anybody good. But, yeah, in the preseason,
But then they make the national championship game.
True, yeah. Now, can Boise do that? I don't know.
Probably not.
I just hate that Boise will not be playing on the blue turf. Where is that game? Boise would be playing in the Fiesta Bowl.
That Dallas?
No, that's Arizona, right?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if Clemson does make it, Jarrett, how about Clemson versus Arizona State in the Peach Bowl? What do you think Atlanta's going to look like? All orange. Rose Bowl. Did they do this on purpose? It could be Oregon, Ohio State, an old Pac-12 and Big Ten matchup. And then the Sugar Bowl will be Georgia, which they will infiltrate Louisiana there, and Indiana, Notre Dame. There's Notre Dame fans everywhere. So that's a look at the quarterfinal venues.
Like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch my.
Yeah, let's take a break.
No, I'll be fine.
Can't quit now. Let me tell you. Hey, yeah. Might lead to a new voice.
Do you need my Gus Johnson? Marlon Gus.
If you have a cold, the Gus Johnson sounds even better. We'll take a break, come back. Haven't really talked NFL playoff picture a lot this week. Let's do that with K-Dub. And where do our Commanders fit in?
Nowhere.
Oh, come on. Come on. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
This holiday season, get ready to glow like never before. Beauty Bar MediSpa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to filler, skincare, and more, this is your time to shine. And starting Monday, December 2nd, we're kicking off our 12 days of Christmas. Each day will feature a new opportunity to save on your favorite services and products. But don't wait. These deals are only available for one day. Stop by Beauty Bar MediSpa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, or visit beautybarmedispa.com. Your glow up awaits at Beauty Bar MediSpa, your holiday beauty destination.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Happy holidays, folks. This is Captain Bo Brooks from Pirate Waters Outfitter, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, where we have gifts for everyone, including Turtle Box, Smithy Cast Ironware, AFCO Marshware, and Bubba Blade products. We also are a fully functional fly shop, and we carry Grundon's offshore foul weather gear. Come see us this holiday season and get the gift for the one you love in Washington, North Carolina.
Looking for your perfect cup of coffee? Stop by Cooper's Cup in Winterville, located at 2588 Railroad Street. Whether you're craving a bold espresso, a refreshing smoothie, or a soothing hot tea, we've got just what you need. Don't forget to pair your drink with one of our delicious muffins or a warm cinnamon roll straight from the oven. Come on in, unwind, and enjoy the cozy atmosphere at Cooper's Cup, where every sip feels like home. Follow Cooper's Cup on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. See you soon!
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tub Thumpers Beverage House is located at 623 Red Banks Road in Arlington Village, and it's your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers is your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your favorite drink is waiting. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Hey, we got the newsman here to my left, Ken Watlington. He's got I don't know if this is breaking news, but
I do.
What do you got, Ken? What did you say during the break about Bill Belichick and who could potentially be playing for him?
Yeah, there's a visitor on campus this week in Chapel Hill after decommitting from Wake Forest, former Pirate C.J. Mims.
Come on, man.
How you feel about that, Bone?
I don't like it. All right.
That's nuts.
Hey, Bill, get your
mitts off my grub, Bill.
C.J. Mims, looking at all that target.
It's been a week, though. He hasn't really had a splash. Like, oh, God, I can't believe they got that guy. So is that coming, or is he just going to start, building slow and steady? And,
Guess who had a splash? Maybe not for the person he brought in, but for this coach diving in for the first time. Dabo pulled out a recruit from the portal.
That's right.
And I read it was the first non-reserve quarterback he's ever gotten out of the portal.
Right.
Like first, non-QB guy. So it's Dabo saying, you know what? Maybe I'm going to have to try this portal.
Well,
I prayed on it.
They probably will have to adjust a little bit, but they still did all right this year.
Yeah. ACC
minus
champs.
that Georgia game that wasn't too pretty early to start the season.
Couldn't get that one out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And then play well for the most part the remainder of the year. All right, Ken, our Commandos.
They're still alive. There's a heartbeat, but it's faint.
I'm trying to find out if they make the playoffs, could there be any bad teams in there this year? Like, could the Bears or the Panthers make the playoffs? Because if so, I think we could win that game.
Nah.
It's going to be good teams.
All the division winners are really good, like the Lions and the Eagles.
About really good?
The Lions and Eagles are really good.
Is the NFC West, is the NFC South champion really good?
But the Rams are coming on strong. And I think they're, they just took the lead, right, in the West.
So if the playoffs started today, one of my favorite phrases.
Playoffs.
The Rams would be your NFC West champions. Seahawks they have a down arrow because Geno got hurt.
Right.
Now, I don't know how bad. You know how bad Geno's hurt, Bone? Yeah.
And Sam Howell was not good the other night. Good gracious.
Slinging Sammy.
Yeah. God bless him.
Yeah. We've seen two bad former Washington quarterbacks. The Kirk Cousins with the Falcons getting benched after a win. How bad are the Raiders? You can beat the Raiders on the road and still get benched at quarterback.
Yeah, that's bad.
But right now, the Commanders.
I get them sitting here doing work and stuff, but stop taking shots, man. You could just say they barely beat the Raiders and move on.
All right.
Competitive game.
Great game, and I was locked in. I could not stop watching because I had the freaking Falcons -5.5, and I couldn't stop watching because they kept screwing up, and they should have won that game by 3 touchdowns. But luckily,
the Raiders are so good. They held their own, man.
Extra point got blocked, and the 5.5 worked out. Washington would play the Eagles. Now, our chance at winning a playoff game probably hinges upon us getting that 6 seed, and I don't see the Packers giving that up.
No, I kind of needed the Packers to lose Sunday night, and that didn't happen.
Because the matchups right now would be Philadelphia, which, dude,
however,
they might get the 1 seed.
However, you see the top of the NFC North with the Lions and the Vikings. And I'm guessing the Packers play at least one, if not both of them, the next 3 weeks. So maybe that is 2 more losses. Washington goes 2-1, and they bump up ahead. I don't know. This is just.
But at that point, would the Vikings be ahead of the? Oh, okay. You're saying we just need the Packers to keep losing. All right. I was thinking of Minnesota.
So I don't know what the Packers' schedule looks like.
Packers got Saints, Vikings, Bears.
Yeah.
So it looking like they'll finish 12-5.
Yeah, 12-5, and with that.
However,
6 seed. Okay, Stephen A.
I'm not Mr. Optimistic. You know this.
No, you're not.
I don't feel terrible about Washington at home this week.
Okay.
They were pretty competitive in Philly until late in the game. Right?
The only one of the things I like about this weekend is something that is not even true in sport. It is, but it isn't. The Eagles are due for a loss.
Yeah.
When's the last time they lost a game?
1986.
They've won 11 in a row.
Randall Cunningham was hurt. Ron Jaworski was 74. He came in.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
They've won 11 in a row.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Their last loss came to the Bucks. By the way, I'm a Buck lover.
The Bucks have beaten the Eagles and the Lions.
CW, our resident Bucks fan at trivia,
that's where I
had
heard
an
that.
S-eating grin on his face, saying, "Who's the only team? Well, who is it to beat the who? The Lions
And the Eagles.
Yeah, Lions and the Bucks.
Now that I know that's where I heard it, I retract what I said. That's a dumb stat.
That was the worst. Stat doesn't matter. So your NFC matchups right now would be Mandos at Eagles, Packers at Bucks. That's a good playoff game. Vikings at Rams. That'd be fun.
So the new playoff, only the top seed gets a bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AFC side of things, Chiefs. Man, the Bills kind of kicking themselves for a couple of losses they've had recently.
Yeah.
But they had a big win. They are 11-3, but still 2 back of the Chiefs, who may slide. Now
Yeah,
with Carson
Chiefs,
Wentz if he
obviously,
plays.
Patrick Mahomes, what's his status? And then they play Sunday, Wednesday. They play
Saturday, Wednesday.
Yeah, Saturday, Wednesday. Sorry, but still a quick turnaround. Which I guess is kind of like a Sunday to Thursday. But
yeah,
if your ankles are hurting and you're trying to get out there, he's probably not going to play in both, if any, of those games.
They got Texans Steelers next 2 games.
Wow,
that's tough.
AFC matchups will be Chargers at Bills. I just think the Bills win that game.
Bills
going away
by $1 million.
Could Broncos at Steelers be good? No.
Steelers.
They would suffocate Bo Nix.
$5 million, yeah.
And then you'd have Ravens at Texans. That'd be a good game.
Yeah, that's good.
Ravens by a lot.
Okay, AFC playoffs stink. We just learned.
The first round.
Ken, I am excited to be in this position, though, as a Commanders fan.
Here we are, 1 week before Christmas. They don't stink.
They just got flexed.
Yeah,
so primetime week 17.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And they go 2-1, they're probably in the playoffs. If they go 3-0, they might have a chance to win a game in the playoffs.
All right, Ken Watlington joining us. Ken, hope you feel better.
Appreciate it.
And this will wrap up your appearances on Pirate Radio Live for the year. And I'd love to say thank you very much. And I've enjoyed your camaraderie here on Wednesdays, and hopefully we can keep it rolling on into 2025.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys inviting me in every week. I love doing it, love being a part of it, and thanks to each and every one of you here at Pirate Radio for what y'all do for the community.
When we reconvene on January 8th, let's have those top 9 college basketball teams in the state of North Carolina. We're going to rank them. And can ECU be in those rankings?
It's going to be very similar to the football rankings. It's going to be Duke and everybody else.
Okay. Can Duke be one in both this year? We will find out, but we'll do that when we return coming up in January. Thank you, Ken. Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Holton Ahlers. We'll have that interview from earlier. Also, Mase, Patrick Mason joins us. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love came to me.
Wow, a tie that lights up and sings. Cool.
Need a little help with Christmas this year? Pirate Radio has your chance to win big. The annual Holiday Treasure Chest returns, and it's bigger and better than ever. Tune into Pirate Radio Live weekdays 3 to 6 p.m., and you could win this.
A $100 gift card to K-Ross Salt Therapy, a Mick Ultra golf bag from Carolina Eagle, or a $100 gift card to Russell's of Washington.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry. Dentistry.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and leg spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More Loko USA. Tastes like real love.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and adventure at Fleet Feet in Greenville. Whether you're running through the snow or just strolling through the mall, they've got the perfect shoes and gear for everyone on your list. Stop by and choose from top brands like Brooks, Hoka, and Asics. From cozy socks to performance running shoes, Fleet Feet has everything you need to keep you moving all year long. Stop by Fleet Feet in Greenville at 207 East Arlington Boulevard and unwrap the perfect gift for the runner in your life, or treat yourself. Merry Christmas and happy running from Fleet Feet, where the season's best are just a step away.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you're buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Kenny Curling says the Cowboys will beat the Bucks this weekend. Write it down. I don't believe you.
I'll have a pen.
I got 2 pens, and I'm putting them down. I don't know, Kenny. Bucks are good. Cowboys not good. I'm more worried about Week 18, Washington at Dallas. With Dallas nothing to play for and Washington everything to play for. The American Athletic Conference preseason coaches poll for baseball is out. Anybody want to take a guess at who number 1 is? Jared?
I mean, I saw it.
Let's pretend you didn't see it. Who would you guess?
Tennessee, LSU. I don't know who's good. Really.
All right, once again, the preseason American Athletic Conference poll is out.
Well, when I saw it, I thought it was just the whole league. But yeah, East Carolina. Yeah.
East Carolina's correct.
We're not in that great of a conference.
That is also correct. Wichita State picked second, followed by Tulane and the rest of the crew. So ECU picked number 1 in the coaches poll, receiving 8 of the 10 first place votes. All right, let's get to our Holton Ahlers interview, host of the Holton Ahlers Show. He's got some good guests coming up on that show, which he'll tell you about during this interview. Let's hit it right now. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former ECU QB, host of the Holton Ahlers Show. He is Holton Ahlers joining us. What's up, Holt?
Clip, what's up, man? Like your hat. I didn't mention it. We were off air.
UNLV today,
Yeah.
I believe, without looking. Yeah, went black shirt, was looking for a black hat. So I believe UNLV plays tonight in their bowl game, if I'm not mistaken. I've got all the bowls right here in front of me as we'll go 40 bowls in 14 days. In fact, we'll start right there. 40 bowls in 14 days brought to you by Tub Thumpers Beverage House, located 623 Red Banks Road, Arlington Village. Tub Thumpers, your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers, your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your next favorite drink is waiting. You looking at the schedule, J-Bone?
No, I was looking at
it. Okay. Holton, let's that is tonight, 9 o'clock, Cal and UNLV. In fact, Jarrett picked that game and he picked Cal. He's got the Bears tonight.
Cal was 3-point favorites, now 3-point.
Now, UNLV the favorite, and UNLV has been good, kind of under construction. I remember that week where the quarterback left because he wasn't getting paid any money, and they had Fresno State in a big game, and they won by like 30. So now they don't have a head coach, Barry Odom, going to Purdue,
and their OC's going to Sacramento State.
How do you even put a number or bet on these games? We'll figure out a way. All right, Holt, let's go Holiday Bowl. This one's always fun, right? Washington State and Syracuse. It'll be Friday, December 27th, the day before the Military Bowl, 8 o'clock on Fox. Cougars or Orange?
Syracuse for sure. I think Syracuse is a really good team.
Big fan of their coach.
Yeah, he's
Fran.
awesome.
He's a fun guy, especially in postgame. All right, Holton's going Syracuse. That'd been ECU played Syracuse back in the 90s. That'd have been a fun little trip for you to take and play in that dome
too. Yeah, it'd have been cool. Throwing in domes is amazing. The ball's always just sticky and perfect. So yeah, I would have loved that.
All right, Holt. So 2 weeks ago, off the air, you said there's a former Pirate who's either looking at places or has a place in Greenville, and you're pretty good at knowing things and holding on to it, I will say.
Yeah.
But you had the Tegan Wilk news weeks ago.
Yeah.
But Tegan Wilk coming back to East Carolina. What do you think about a guy going into the portal, actually leaving, and then re-entering and returning?
I think it's great for the program. I think it's great for ECU. Not him leaving, but him coming back is huge because now he can be a voice. I mean, he's a good friend of the whole podcast crew. Me, Caden, Jack, Drew, or like Tegan was like the other guy that was really close with us. And we've stayed in contact with him the whole time. Even kind of right when he got to Houston, he realized that he didn't like it as much as he thought he would. And the grass isn't always greener. And we're actually having him on the podcast. We're recording with him and Shane Carden tonight. And I think it drops tomorrow or Friday. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those that I think it's good for the program because now there's a voice of someone who has went the route of going to a bigger school, quote unquote, and says, no, that's not better. I need to come back here. So now at the end of next year, when there's guys like, yeah, I'm thinking about transfer, I'm going to try to get money. There's a voice that's saying, look, I was a 4-year starter here. I went somewhere else. It's not better. It's not always going to be better here, which a lot of times with these transfers, it hasn't been better. So now I think it's good for the program to keep guys in. He's going to be the voice of saying, don't go, stay here.
Yeah, it's good to have that. I will say that most of these guys are going to look at it like, man, that stinks. It didn't work out for you, but it'll be different for me.
Yeah, they're hard-headed.
Thanks for your input, but I'm out.
It's I don't think it's going to hurt. I think there's going to be guys that see it that, I mean, look, Tegan was very successful here when he played here in the past. Like, he was a very successful player and had a lot of, offers out of the portal, just like some of these other guys who are in the portal now, like Zakai Barker, which I think he'll do good at SMU. I think it's a good fit for him. But, like, just for instance, like, guys like that, like, historically haven't done well. There's maybe a select few who have done well out of the portal.
Yeah, and this leads me to believe he's a big Blake Harrell fan.
He's a huge Blake Harrell
coming
fan,
back and should be right back into the mix. Didn't he have some injury issues too?
He has, yeah.
At Houston?
Yeah, he did. He like partially tore his calf, I believe. So he was banged up. But so technically he could have 2 years left if he wanted. I don't know if he does. I think that's something he'll decide at the end of next year. But he could get a medical red shirt for last year and have 2 years left.
Holden, I believe, as we sit here on the 18th of December, 10 days away from the bowl game, that, Caden Hauser's here, obviously. He'll be starting in the bowl game. But Jake Garcia and Raheem Jeter also are currently here, right?
They are, yeah. And then Caden Hauser just posted that he's coming back, which, everyone kind of figured he was when we brought Blake Harrell and JDB back. But, yeah, I'm kind of surprised by Jake Garcia. The whole time we've heard that he's a good dude, though. And not saying that these guys entering the portal are not good dudes. It's just like having commitment to your team while still planning on entering, which a lot of us are assuming Garcia is, but maybe he's not. Who knows? I at least respect it.
Yeah, and still time for him or anybody to jump in the portal afterwards. But just found that interesting that these are guys that if Hauser does return, which he says he is, they will not be starting for this team, you would assume. I don't. Every coach likes to say there's an open battle. Even your coaches. Did they ever come out and say like Holton Ahlers is going to be our starter next year? Or was it like, hey, we're going to have a quarterback battle, quarterback competition?
I think like Coach Houston's first year, there definitely was a quarterback battle, and like me and Reed split reps. But then behind the scenes, Coach Houston's like, you're the head coach. You're the starting quarterback. You're the starting quarterback. You're the starting quarterback.
And he named you the head coach. People don't know that.
But no, the whole time, like I'd be like, well, then why don't you just say it? And he's like, it just promises we've made, like you got it. And I'm like, dude, I respected Reed a lot, and like being the quarterback room, I understood it, but like there's times when like Caden Hauser's a starter next year, like this does not even make that a time. And then I think later in my career they just said I was a starter, but there's times where I'm like, what are we doing, guys?
How do you feel about this bowl game now? Like as we get closer, we're not getting any more information outside of guys entering the portal. Like there hasn't been a ton coming out of ECU's camp at all. Haven't heard much out of state camps either. So, like, is anything happening to affect your opinion on this game at all?
I think it's Kai Barker leaving.
Yeah,
sucks. If you look at our record and our stats compared to when he played and when he didn't play, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good at all. I still feel good about the game, though. I think losing him's going to suck, but I just think the atmosphere of the game and a lot is going to go into guys playing better. I think that will help ECU more than it'll help State, because there's going to be guys that elevate their level of play because of the environment they're in. So I would expect it to be a really, really good game. I haven't dove into State too much. I'm doing that this afternoon and like watching some film and stuff, but I feel good about it. Look, they're a 6-6 ACC school, and I think, what did we go, 7-5?
Yeah.
And the ACC wasn't that good this year. I know they got a young quarterback who's pretty good, so I'm excited about it, though. It's good to have a rivalry in a bowl game.
Just don't post those videos. You might get
I might get kicked off.
Yeah. Get sued. Coach Mack asked yesterday, is this Saturday the best Saturday in college football history? Bit hyperbole. But I said, hold off on that, because the quarterfinals, which would be
sweet.
Yeah, I think it'll be Wednesday the 1st, I believe, is when we get the quarterfinal games. But I am excited about this Saturday and Friday night when the playoff gets kicked off with Indiana and Notre Dame. Hold kind of the question of the week. It's unlikely we go chalk here, right? Like every home team's favored to win, but can that really happen? So who is the road team most likely to pull off a win? Indiana at Notre Dame, SMU at Penn State, Clemson at Texas, or Tennessee at Ohio State?
Really enough, I think it's Clemson at Texas. And then I think Texas, my brother's a huge Texas fan, and like they are like not happy with their quarterback situation. They want Arch Manning to play like right now. And then I think Indiana as well. Notre Dame, all year, you don't lose to a bad G5 schools. And I know they've gotten better and deserve to be in the playoff, but they lost to like a not a great G5 school. At the time, everyone thought they were good, but they ended up not being good. Like if you're a top 4 team, you don't lose to a bad G5 school just randomly. Like you have holes. Now, have they fixed them? Probably, but I still think compared to, they're not in a conference. They have some weird games throughout the season. Like I think that's a game, and Indiana was very impressive all year.
I thought their strength their defense, like at Notre Dame. So I had them against USC. They won, they covered, and thanks to their defense, they got some like pick sixes at the goal line, which were crazy. But USC was moving it up and down the field on them, and which leads me to believe Indiana should be able to score a few points.
If you look at Indiana's offense, they're like top 5 in like almost every category. Like people have slept on their offense a lot, and I think they're really, really good. So I fully expect that to be I might even dabble in the money line on that one of Indiana.
Any worry about Penn State? The old James Franklin can't win a big one. This has got to be considered a big one, but it's not against a high profile team in SMU.
Yeah, that's another one though where it's just like SMU's just everyone all year is like they don't deserve it, and they just slowly just keep going, kind of like Indiana has. And then historically, Penn State hasn't, but it being at Penn State, I just don't see them losing that game. I see them losing in round 2, but definitely not round 1.
And man, I would just love to see Ryan Day's face at the end of a loss on late Saturday night.
Would be great.
But I don't see it happening. What do you think about Tennessee, Ohio State?
I think there's a chance. The only argument of Tennessee winning this game is that Ryan Day can't win big games. And I think it would almost be like comical, kind of like you just said. And look, I never want anyone to get fired. I think that's a cool job opening. It'd be a cool all-season story if they do lose that game. Like, who would be the next head coach there? Would it be Urban Meyer going back there? So I just think that is like something to look at. And I'll honestly be cheering for Tennessee, not for that reason. I'm gonna be cheering a lot for the away teams because that's a very cool environment for one. It's a historic environment, and why not pull for the underdog in the playoffs?
Holton Ahlers joining us. Holton, you talked about it last Wednesday on the show. Your Knicks parlay had hit like 4 or 5, whatever in a row, and did not hit last Wednesday.
Did you take it?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, that's how it goes. Once you start making a big deal about it, it doesn't hit. You'll be proud to know I've already put it in for tonight.
Let's go.
So
they play tomorrow, or they play tonight?
Oh no! Did I do it again? Is it the Timberwolves? Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Son of a gun. I didn't look at the date. What you got, J-Bone?
They don't play tonight at all. There's no Wednesday games, so yeah.
Oh, so that's why it's up there.
What are we doing, NBA?
No, it's because if there's no Wednesday games, then they go ahead and push the bet.
I get that,
odds.
but why is there no games?
I don't know. Because the NBA Cup was last night, so they take a day off.
Jeez Louise, that is ridiculous. Well, I was going to ask you, J-Bone, if the Hornets can beat the Wizards tonight, but that would also be tomorrow, I guess. Still no. Still no. I guess we're taking it off so we can watch these great bowl games tonight. And I got some college basketball action going as well. You dipped into college at all?
I'm just sticking to NBA. I watch it so much. I watch NBA so much now that, like, I watch ECU college basketball. Other than that, I'm not into it. I've been into it in the past. Like, I used to love watching college basketball, but now that betting's legal, like, I'm only going to bet on teams that I watch enough, and I watch every single minute of the next game. So
I am completely opposite of that. I had a good day yesterday. Clemson was a double loser for me, but what I have at 3:00 yesterday, Drexel had the Drexel Dragons covering 2.5.
Who are you listening to for these bets? Like, where do you find?
That was my brain. It's 3:30 in the afternoon game.
Oh yeah, just give you something to do.
It's on ESPN Plus. I'm in. So I won that. Hit UNC Asheville and hit the Bonnie's East Carolina moneyline parlay as well.
Hey, let's go. I am looking forward to. I will say we're not going to be on the fifth quarter. Me and Kate. I don't know if we've announced that. We may have mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because we're going to the bowl game. I will be at the casino MGM, and I am very excited for that.
Is that Virginia or Maryland?
Maryland.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, believe it or not, one of our sponsors, we haven't made it public yet, but I'm pretty sure one of our sponsors is giving me and Caden $252 for 252 to go win money, and then the fans get to decide where it's donated. So I think they want us to donate to NIL.
That's really cool. I like that. Holton Ahlers joining us. Holt, coming down the stretch here in the NFL, and it's that time of year again where Patrick Mahomes starts limping around, and we wonder if the Chiefs can do it, and they always end up doing it.
Yeah.
But we're at that point at the season. We've got a quarterback change. Kirk Cousins out. Michael Penix in. What do you think about the lefty there?
I'm excited for him. I hate it for Kirk Cousins because he's really good, but that Minnesota offense, every offense from that tree is very quarterback friendly, and then every time those quarterbacks go somewhere else, they just struggle a little bit, and it doesn't surprise me. I was hoping Kirk Cousins would do good. I thought it was a good fit for him, but it sucks that he hasn't played well. I'm excited for Michael Penix, though. He's a rookie, he's a lefty, be good for me. So I'm excited for him.
I think they got the Giants this week. Then they got a big one that they moved to Sunday Night Football against the Commanders next week, which was going to be Cousins going back to Landover. But instead, it looks like Michael Penix. And I read that if the Falcons win this week and the Commanders lose to the Eagles, that could be for the 7th seed in the wild card. So could be some high stakes there in that one.
Heck yeah.
We saw 2 potential Super Bowl previews on Sunday. Eagles take care of the Steelers. Mike Tomlin decided to punt with about 10 minutes left, and they never got the ball back.
Yeah, it's insane.
Eagles went right down the field. Eagles win that one. And then a shootout between the Lions and the Bills. And is it Josh Allen's year?
I think I was talking to my brother about it. He's a Chiefs fan, or he's a Mahomes fan. And he was saying Mahomes is like the best quarterback in the world right now. I'm like, dude, I don't think he is. Like, I genuinely think Josh Allen's the guy right now. And now Mahomes in the playoffs is the guy until get proven otherwise. But Josh Allen is playing. It's crazy when losing your star receiver in the NFL, almost makes you better. Almost like it did Mahomes when he lost Tyreek Hill, because it makes you not have to worry about feeding someone the ball and just going through your progressions.
And I've heard a lot of this too, that Josh Allen, not just throwing the football, but is the most exciting player in the NFL right now, overtaking Lamar Jackson just because of the way Josh Allen runs the football.
Yeah, and he can throw it 80 yards at any given point too. So, I mean, I agree with that.
Interested to see the Bills this postseason. Can they finally get there? And we could get that Bills Lions Super Bowl. Although the Lions, man, had a lot of defensive injuries. Now David Montgomery goes down. So
yeah.
They have got a lot of injury issues on over there in Detroit.
It's a long football season. That's what happens, man.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, it's important to have depth, and that's why I like having Mahomes literally for the Chiefs. Like, no matter who's been around them, they've been successful, because if you have the right pieces, like when they're somewhat healthy, then you'll be fine.
All right, Holton Ahlers joining us, ECU past and present, coming up on the Holton Ahlers Show with Tegan Wilk and Shane Carden. Yeah, I talked to Shane a little bit yesterday with Bryce Williams. He's fired up for ECU, so looking forward to that, Holt, and have fun at the bowl game, man.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited to go make some memories.
And also, great year of the Holton Ahlers Show, and you joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. You brought a lot to Pirate Radio, obviously, so awesome having you, and looking forward to doing it again in 2025.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it was probably the last time before. We'll probably call in, pregame and all that, but this last time sitting in studio, and then this is our last podcast tonight, so it's been fun. It's obviously a different platform than I've been on or Caden's been on, but we've kind of grown into the role and really enjoyed it.
All right, Holt, we'll talk to you in Annapolis.
Holton Ahlers joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Shane Carden, the captain. You heard him yesterday on Pirate Radio Live. You'll hear him on the Holton Ahlers Show. And Tegan Wilk, who is back as a Pirate. Who says you can't go home again? All right, Shirley, let's open it up again. Let's make somebody else a winner. You can be like Joe DeLoach, who won earlier in the show. He won the Parker Bird framed first at bat from Shenandoah Graphics. And we will give away another prize right now. 317-1250, caller 12, a big winner. Shenandoah Graphics, by the way, has been Greenville's go-to spot for custom framing for over 25 years. Whether it's a diploma, print, poster, or canvas, they frame it all. Go see JR today for a free estimate on any of your framing needs. Shenandoah Graphics, 1400 Charles Boulevard. Who will be our next winner? What will they win? We'll find out. 317-1250, caller 12 is a winner, and Patrick Mason joins us after these words.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
This December, get into the holiday spirit at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville with a Very Merry Christmas film series. On December 7th, enjoy the classic A Christmas Story.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Followed by the hilarious Elf on December 14th. Then, on December 21st, take a magical ride on the Polar Express. All showings are at 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and tickets are just $5.75 each. Book your tickets now at gtcinemas.com. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Dank Burrito is now open at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Get ready to elevate your taste buds, G Vegas. With our Dank Burrito app, your favorite burritos are just a tap away. Order for delivery or pickup. Enjoy mouth-watering flavors from the comfort of your own home. Download the Dank Burrito app today and unlock exclusive deals and get a free queso on your next visit. Join the flavor revolution at Dank Burrito, where every bite is a flavor bomb.
Emporium in downtown Greenville has been serving the best selection of beer in Greenville for over 5 years. And now, we are excited to serve up a mouth-watering food menu. Flatbreads, crispy wings, hearty sandwiches, and wraps. And you must check out the signature tots, such as loaded cheese or garlic parmesan. Come check out Emporium's new menu along with their selection of over 50 beers on tap. Life is too short to wait in line, so come to Emporium today at 814 Dickinson Avenue. Use code PR20 at checkout for 20% off the shareable food menu.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation. If this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
Pirate fans, your East Carolina football team is bowling again. New head coach Blake Harrell leads the charge as the Pirates take on in-state rival North Carolina State in the Military Bowl Saturday, December 28th in Annapolis, Maryland. Priority matters, so Pirate Club members get your tickets by going to ECUPirates.com or by calling 1-800-DIAL-ECU. Kickoff between the Pirates and the Pack is set for 5:45. Get your tickets today.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. We got Mase, Patrick Mason, in the house. What's up, Patrick?
What's up, man?
Say that again.
What's up, man?
Hey, there you are.
Looking at a tin can.
We got Shirley Rhodes, who has been busy answering the phones all December. We got J-Bone, Jared Watkins, who has been busy doing his thing as a new employee here at Pirate Radio. Our newest employee, J-Bone. How's it going, Jared? You know, we never really ask you how's life and how's your work.
It's a lot more busy than I thought it would be.
Welcome in. Hell, we kept you busy when you were an intern. So
yeah, I guess so.
Now we've just added to it.
I guess
Are you regretting your decision?
No.
Okay.
No. I guess it's just I enjoy football. I've enjoyed that my whole life, but this basketball stuff.
Just wait till you have. I looked at the baseball schedule. There's like no off weekends. Once
There's
it
an
gets
off
going.
week at the end of April.
And it starts in middle February, so
yeah,
it's a grind.
But good thing about the new baseball schedule, I don't have to go to a wedding I didn't want to go to.
Nice.
There you go.
Got you out of a wedding. All right. Let's meet our latest winner on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. He is Ray Odom. Hello, Ray.
Hey, howdy y'all?
I'm doing well. We have Ray, and there's a Pam Odom as well that wins quite a bit here at Pirate Radio. So, Ray, have you won out of the treasure chest before?
In a long time ago, I won 3 or 4 times, but I bet it's been 10 years now.
All right.
Used to be better than what I am now.
He was on a slump, but he has broken through and picked up a W today. Ray, tell us about yourself. Where do you live?
I live in Winterville. I'm retired from Brown and Wood and Lee Motor Company. And I sold cars 30-some years.
Nice. All right. Good deal. Ray, are you a Pirate fan?
When they're not playing state.
Uh-oh. So you will be rooting for the Pack in the Military Bowl.
This week, anyway, at time.
All right. Who's your all-time favorite NC State football player?
Oh, there's so many of them, but probably Phillip Rivers.
All right. Going with old Phillip. Who's your favorite Pirate?
Billy Hibbs. Any idea who that is?
Say that name again.
Billy Hibbs.
Billy Hibbs. I do not.
He was starting linebacker side of Danny Kepley in 72, 73, and 74. We grew up friends from Swansburg, North Carolina.
Very cool. All right.
He was the starter side of Kepley.
Pirate All-American selections. I see a Billy Hibbs. Was he an All-American?
No, but he...
Huh. All right. Well, if you Google it, it shows up as he was. All right.
Right there.
Danny Kepley made everybody look good.
Yeah, I do certainly know that name. All right, well, Ray, let's find out what you won out of the treasure chest today. And Patrick, you want to grab a number out and a prize for Ray here?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Shirley opened it up. P-Mace will pull a number, and that would be...
lucky number 13.
Well, this will be convenient for you because you have won a gift basket and a gift card to Cooper's Cup Coffee. And that is in Winterville. And Ray, I don't know how long you've been in Winterville, but Winterville has seen a lot of changes since I was a kid in Winterville.
Yeah, probably 40 years.
Yeah. So a lot of businesses there, right there where I went to elementary school by W.H. Robinson. But Cooper's Cup, one of the businesses there, and you can enjoy some goodies from Cooper's Cup Coffee.
What year were you at W.H. Robinson?
That would have been, if I was born in 81, we'll put it in the late 80s there.
Okay, you're a little older than my daughter.
Yes, sir. Yep. W.H. Robinson, A.G. Cox, D.H. Conley. I made the
Raiders.
The Raiders. The real Raiders,
Who's
Jared. A.G. Cox.
There he goes.
All right, Ray. Well, we'll let you know how you can redeem your prize, man. Appreciate you listening, and congratulations.
Have a great day.
All right, there you go. Not all Wolfpack folks are bad.
No, just most of them.
Ray Odom, our winner today. Let me jot that down. Gets the Cooper's Cup Coffee. And if I was Cooper's Cup Coffee, I would somehow make people think it was Cooper Cup from the Rams who was involved in it.
Yeah, you got to get involved.
Without getting sued.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, couple of things. Elliot says, Clip, are you betting on the 2 games tonight? I got UNLV under, and I got James Madison under. The JMU game is definitely going under. Weather is rain, 20-mile-per-hour winds.
Ooh, that's a good research there.
Now, that's a bowl game we all want to be at. Where is that game being played?
Boca, right?
Oh.
Really? They
Well,
got some
dang.
bad weather in Boca.
That is a real shame. You think you're going to get some nice Florida weather, and instead you get that.
Yeah, I went there literally 2 days after a hurricane smoked the west part of the state, and Boca was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, tough luck on the weather.
Hey, Jamie's asking, Elliot, answer your question. I took James Madison first quarter because the game will be on at 5:30, and I'll be able to watch it here in studio. That's all I got. I got more. My basketball plays have been doing pretty good.
College hoops?
Yeah, but it's all random. Like, I don't want people to tail it, and because I'm not really studying anything.
Yeah, going off your gut.
Yeah.
The vibes.
UNC Asheville was an easy winner last night. Clemson was a loser. I didn't feel great about that because it was on the road, but took it, got into overtime on a miracle 3, which was awesome.
Yeah,
but
you need those.
Did not cover, unfortunately. I've got tonight a little Creighton money line, UConn -2.5 parlay. And I got the New Mexico Lobos -3 against the VCU. I've also got, because this game starts at 5, Binghamton money line paired with the UNCW money line parlay.
Interesting.
So we got some college football action. Jamie says, who's the worst fans to ECU fans? State, someone else.
What about, like, just...
Ryan said App. They seem to truly hate us.
What about Coastal?
Yeah, I don't...
I mean, it's not like you play them often, but...
As I grow up, I just, like, dislike people more than I like people.
Oh, yeah, you get grouchy.
And I think that, like, there's no truly awful fan base because awful people are in every fan base.
Yep.
So, I don't know, man. I would love for y'all to answer that. Like, who's the worst fans?
And I'm sure ECU pops up on some opposing list, too.
100%.
Yeah.
James said Campbell for baseball.
Hey, they're just basking in their success right now against ECU baseball.
Josh, I noticed this. The new defensive coordinator of East Carolina, Josh Aldridge, which still hadn't been officially put out there, right?
He said something on Twitter.
Yeah, he did.
He changed his Twitter page to ECU, tweeted, "Time to hunt."
With some pirate flags.
You need to burn the boats.
And also hunt.
Hunt the boats.
Hunt the boats.
Okay. Whatever works for you.
I don't know.
Patrick, you brought something to my attention. So you always hear with gambling bad beats.
Oh, yeah.
And like 9 times out of 10, if you say you had a bad beat, really you just lost the game.
And then someone had a good win, you know?
Yeah, like bad beats are like they just strung you along long enough for it to be a bad beat. If the Falcons would have lost the other night, that would have been a bad beat.
Yeah, I actually had money on that one, and I was sweating that out at like 11:30, and that was a brutal football game.
That would have been a bad win. Honestly.
If the Raiders make that extra point, that'd have been a pretty bad beat.
Yeah.
For the Falcons. This is an all-time bad beat.
All time. This is bad.
Jared, do you ever play futures?
Yeah.
Do you play individual stat futures or team futures?
Team futures, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I've always thought that if I'm going to go individual stat futures, I thought about doing this, like if I had a lot of money, just doing a whole lot of unders because of injuries. So like if a guy plays week 1 and gets hurt in the fourth quarter, I mean, that counts to your bet, right? Like if you say, I don't want to like put an injury on somebody, but let's say a case that has happened for real in the past. Like who's somebody that got hurt early in the season?
Saquon.
Well, let's go Tua, because Tua got knocked out and missed some games, so there's no way he's going to get his overs for touchdowns, for yards, whatever. And you say, I'll take Tua under the passing yards. We hate to see him get hurt, but he does. Boom, cash that. There's no way he's going to make up all those yards.
I think that happened with me with Jordan Love this year. I think I had him over 4,000 passing yards in the future, and he missed a couple games.
Yeah.
With something. And I was like immediately, his ankle problem or something. He missed 2-3 games, and that probably torpedoed that.
Yep. Which is why, like, if I had just an amazing amount of money to throw away, I would take a lot of unders because the NFL is a brutal sport. But this is tough. So David Montgomery, likely out for the season after suffering a torn MCL. Finished the year with 775 rushing yards. Had him in fantasy. Had a great year. Finds the end zone a lot. But if you had him over the total this year, you are a loser because his over-under was 775.5 rushing yards.
Just imagine like some random spot on a rush if they just short him a yard somewhere.
I know.
And like it just comes down to that.
I'm going back and looking at all the film, all 22, and saying, wait a minute, you missed this one. Was a 3-yard carry instead of 2.
Yep, and then you hit that.
1 yard short, half a yard short of cashing the over. 775 yards. That is insane.
Just to be that, on the money with that is crazy.
By the way, speaking of futures, MLB win totals are out. Did you see the White Sox?
I didn't see the win total, but I saw their whatever. They were plus 50,000 to win the division. I put $1 on it to win I think it was $500.
Might as well. All right, don't say it, Jarrett. So how many games did they win last year?
21.
41.
Oh, 41? No. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
21.
Yeah, I think they were 121 and 41.
Okay, it was 121.
Yeah, losses.
Yeah.
If they won 20 games, I don't know what.
41 and 121. You got to say they're going to win a few more this year. So I'm going to put it at, this is still super low. I don't even know if they would go this low, but 49.5.
I'm going to say 53 just because.
Nail on the head.
No,
49 and a half.
So not even 50 wins. So they're expecting them to lose 110 games.
Yeah.
That's still, wow.
Even
terrible.
Even my teams are terrible. Hornets, White Sox, I always try to go maybe 20 more. But dang.
Guys.
They can't be. I know they're going to be really bad, but being in the 40s again is insane.
Patrick, if you're still reflecting in March or April, and Jarrett, if you have not been fired yet from Pirate Radio by March,
what are you
April,
giving me, 2 months?
Then,
there on
I don't
the
know,
air
you
list.
say some things. You're a little edgy.
Tell me to stop.
I'm not your boss.
Keep going.
It's your show.
Chandler is the boss.
Oh.
We'll see if Chandler tells you to stop, you can stop. We're taking the over.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's take they got to
Take
win
it right
50
now.
games.
We're doing a group over. No, I don't want to do it if Patrick's gone and if you get fired. Because then
Please stop saying that.
I'll be by myself watching White Sox baseball. No thank you.
No one deserves that. No one deserves
Stop
that.
putting that out there, man.
But again, J-Bone's going to be here.
49 wins?
Or what if I get fired?
Oh, my goodness.
I've been fired before.
Don't put that out there either, man.
We're taking the White Sox. We're going to do
Let's
a
go.
group, and we'll have all those day baseball games. P-Mace, you come in on a Wednesday, they're playing. We'll have a rooting interest for Chicago.
Yep, the drive to 50 wins, baby.
God, that's going to be fun. All right.
That'd be 50 and 112. And that's an improvement. Oh, my goodness.
We'll put it down. We'll do it in January or something.
They're going to have way worse pitching this year. They're not signing anybody. It's possible they just run the same record back. Oh.
It's looking like the Hornets are going to do that. The Hornets are who won 21 last year. That's where I got that. There we go.
Yeah, that's not good either. But that's in 80 games.
Yeah.
White Sox had double that. Well, I guess double and double. Wow.
All right. Other fans. Justin says Charlotte fans are pretty bad. Ryan said Charlotte's a good call. I've never been heckled more at that UNCC basketball game last season at Charlotte.
I don't think their fans are bad. I think we just can't beat them.
Yeah, and it just gives them more fuel.
Irving said UNC football fans.
They're just dumb.
How about North Alabama fans? They're killing me right now.
Yeah, those 12
For real?
fans.
Nah, but that would be cool if that was true. We'll take a break. We'll talk a little ECU hoops when we return and get P-Mace's somewhat final thoughts on the bowl game. We'll talk to Patrick live from Annapolis. I don't know if Sude will be hanging out with you, Chandler. He's upper management now.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Kicked him up to a desk job?
You might not be in his circle anymore.
Yeah, he's, outgrown me, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's a shame.
Chandler drinks old-fashioned now.
I will say, though, these headphones, he's definitely done some outgrowing on the headphones.
They're sagging down below your ears.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break, come back. More with P-Mace. Pirate Radio Live rolls on after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
Big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
The holidays are here, and so is the perfect drink to celebrate. Head to Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road in Greenville for a great selection of holiday craft beers, wine, and mead. From rich stouts and spiced ales to seasonal wines and meads, they have everything to make your celebrations extra special. Whether you're hosting a holiday gathering or just looking for a festive treat, Tub Thumpers has a perfect beverage for every toast. Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, the home of holiday cheer and the best seasonal drinks in town.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
It's the end of the year clearance at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on 264 in Washington. Drive a little, save a lot with savings up to $10,000 on Ram 1500 and 2500. Need a work truck for the new year? General Manager Kyle Gaines wants to make you a deal on a new work truck in December. Get $10,000 off Ram trucks right now. Also, a huge selection of pre-owned cars starting at $5,995. Merry Christmas from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bring your favorite styles home for the holidays from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Make your home holiday ready. We have just what you need to spruce things up and add some sparkle this season. Surround yourself in comfort and style with holiday savings store-wide on Bassett, Lazy Boy, Serta, and more. Save up to 70% off closeouts plus 6 months special financing. Gift yourself the perfect home this holiday season during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Home for the Holidays.
Now through Christmas at University PC Care, just in time for the holidays, PC Care Plans and Mac Care Plans are buy one, get one. So buy one for yourself and get one to give away. It covers both PCs and Macs and includes maintenance, unlimited remote support, and managed antivirus, keeping your personal computer safe and running smoothly. Get yours today by stopping by University PC Care in Greenville or New Bern and ask for the buy one, get one care plan special. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Holton Ahlers. Join me for the Holton Ahlers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day and have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations, serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, filling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. What questions do you want answered from Blake Harrell? I'm going to ask the chat gang. What's up, Skip? Little Nugget checking in. Hello, everybody. Because I just thought of a couple. might be there Friday, but just in case I'm not, Patrick J. Bone, I would like to know his answer to what will the GM's role be.
Yeah, me too.
The new GM.
And just how they're going to plan to work together. And what that hierarchy is going to look like.
I want to know how much involvement he had on the hire. Like, is it his hire?
Is a GM his hire or administration hire?
Because, I mean, just from other sports, the GM's higher up than the coach. Coach doesn't normally hire a GM.
I would think in football, he is under the head coach.
That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. But I'd like to know the hierarchy.
Yeah,
good question.
Like, it seems like to me, like this position is just like you got to be like the money man, just sort of be like you got to handle all these NIL stuff. You got the revenue sharing coming down the way.
At a lot of places, the college football coach is higher than the AD.
Yeah,
at least making more money for sure.
Mm-hmm. And also, Patrick, are there any guys that haven't played that will like the red shirt? Are there guys that can play in this game that we'll see that have not played or have only played in 2 or 3 games, something like that? Like, what new faces and names will we see?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what I would like to know too. I mean, you got to fill some defensive spots for sure, wide receiver. Just kind of see who's ready, like who's ready to take that step.
Who said the thing about Ball? Oh, Chad. Has anyone else heard the rumor about Lonzo Ball getting traded to the Hornets?
I mean, I've heard the Bulls might be trying to move him, but I don't know. There's so much risk for the team acquiring him.
We need big men.
Like this, like Lonzo playing right now is like unprecedented with the knee surgeries he had.
I wish I had one Dern left to give about Hornets basketball, but I'm out.
I'm the same way with,
and I'm struggling with Dern's with ECU basketball right now. I hate to say that. I hope I can get it back, but
if tomorrow goes the way I think it is, I'm done.
If Hornets lose to the Wizards,
I'm done.
Okay. The Zards. Shirley, can we hear what Mike Schwartz had to say last night after the win over Pitbull University?
Obviously, it feels, a lot better to come in here, after a win. But I'll say this, that I tell you, Coach Ballard and their program, I just have so great respect for them, their coaching staff, their players, their style of play. It's, I all the way back, I think about when I was an assistant at Miami, and that system was happening. Clemson was doing it with Coach Purnell, and it's always been an extremely challenging system to play against, and I think they do a great job. So a ton of respect for them, but I thought our guys did a really good job being poised and handling it. There were certain things that we really talked about going into this game. Obviously, taking care of the basketball is paramount versus them, but this is a game where it's not as much about plays as it is about guys making plays. And so your fundamentals and what you do and your preparation leading up into it, understanding, and then being able to execute is really how you hope to have success this game. And CJ and all the guys, I thought, really did well with that. And then lastly was our offensive rebounding. That was something we really stressed going into this game. We needed to get back to it, and I thought our guys did a pretty good job with that.
All right, there is Mike Schwartz. That a tough system FIU has. They are now 4-7 on the year. Got some interesting wins. So we're talking about Florida International. They beat Florida National.
Yeah, they do not like other countries at all.
Cal State Bakersfield, dub. Stetson, dub. But let's highlight this one. The New College of Florida.
Guys, what should we name this college we got?
Is it old?
No, it's new, man. New college.
Wait, can we use, North Florida? Nah, it's taken. South Florida, taken. West Florida, taken. East Florida? I don't know.
I don't know if there's an East Florida.
Seeds taken. Mike could do an East Florida, but we're not in the East. Okay, fine. Can we do Florida State? No. Florida A&M? Nah. Florida Tech? It's probably taken. Let's just go New College of Florida.
Yeah, New College.
New College OF. NCOF.
That's a ridiculous name.
So FIU 4-7 on the year.
I mean, I guess real quick about like that system. They just ran. Like they were just running around. Like they almost looked like they played at a pace like a community college plays, just like with their head cut off, running around.
Sounds fun. They only scored 64 points though.
Yeah. Because they're one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the country, along with ECU.
Did you see the changes that Mike Schwartz talked about?
I mean, they tried to play big yesterday. Like, Sears started. Jan, man, he can shoot. Like, he can shoot a little bit. And he played his most minutes yesterday. So the rotations were mixed up a little bit. They tried to go big. They didn't stay in it too often. I mean, it was hard with the team they're playing, but I don't know. I don't know how many options there are. You have how much can you really mix this up?
Yeah.
And I think they're kind of finding that out right now. They just got to get shooting. I think that's the cure for them. You got to be able to hit some threes, hit some jumpers. Just because right now none of that's going in.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens against Gardner-Webb on Saturday.
And then AAC play begins.
Is that it? There's no game after that?
No, just Gardner-Webb, and then you get. I think it's South Florida.
There's one more in 2024, December 31st against South Florida.
Right, but last non-conference is the Running Bulldogs.
Yep, last one.
So Pirates will try to get to 9-4. Just a kind of a typical non-conference record. I guess North Alabama flamed me out. Who are the other losses?
UNCW in South Carolina and Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State
in that tournament. There was just a really tough stretch there. The three
Honestly,
losses.
they're pretty close to where we had them. I don't know why I'm so down. I guess that North Alabama.
And just how they look, too. They're not, they're losing these games in ways where you're looking at them and going, what's going on?
Yeah.
RJ's not doing RJ things. They're not hitting any kind of shots.
The first half didn't look that spectacular last night.
No, they picked it up in the second half. That first half had, shades of North Alabama. That's what I was thinking back to.
Johnny wanted to shout out East Carolina's free throw defense. 7 of 18.
39%.
Brutal.
Or the Panthers. Yikes. Hey, look, that Minji's crowd affecting the game.
All 30 people in Minji's Coliseum.
Not a great crowd?
No.
It was a little light, but I think all the students are on break.
Yeah, hopefully it'll pick up for conference play. Need to win. So who do we got after South Florida? We got FAU.
And Temple.
That'll be tough.
January 5th. When do the students come back? Will students be back for those games? I'm scared they won't be.
It depends.
I feel like they don't come back till second week of January.
I know.
Class doesn't start till I believe the third week of January.
Oh, God, we're gonna get FAU and Temple at home with no students.
With nobody.
That's.
But I mean,
you mean what?
People who live off campus normally are back around that time.
Okay,
got to get their partying in right before class.
Because Temple game, they'll be honoring hometown heroes. So hopefully I'll be out there at midcourt. And FAU Youth Sports Day. I played a lot of youth sports.
I was going to say also out there. Hey, someone hit the half quarter yesterday.
Shout out to Kennedy's kid.
Yeah, some guy with hair. That was cool.
Way to go. Way to go, kid. Sign him up.
Two poor souls shoot after that guy.
Yeah, that was
Jared said once the first guy makes it, nobody else should shoot.
Yeah. That's it.
I mean, do they have 3 big checks ready?
Very good point. All right, P. Mase. Anything else before we let you go for the year?
No. Oh, that's a good joke. I'll see you next year.
See you next year.
But, yeah, I guess we'll talk before that bowl game.
Yep. We'll reach out to you live from Annapolis. So
from Maryland.
Appreciate you joining us this year, man. Had fun with you.
Yeah,
and let's do it again.
Let's do it.
All right. There it is. P. Mase, Patrick Mason. Check out his work on the page of the Daily Reflector online, reflector.com. When we return, we will talk to Joe Giglio, who has been around the Triangle for a long, long time, talking sports. We'll get his take on ECU, NC State, and more. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
It's back. The annual Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors. Tune into Pirate Radio Live weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. and you could win this.
A $100 gift card to Emporium or a 6-piece belt and buckle set including the Jolly Roger from Anson Belts.
It's going to be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 roof rooftops, and one goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
It's the holiday season.
It's the giving season, and when you give an Otavola gift card this year, 10% of all gift card sales will be donated to Western North Carolina Hurricane Relief. An Otavola gift card is perfect for teachers, co-workers, friends, and family. Bring smiles to the faces of the people you care about this holiday season by stopping by Otavola for lunch or dinner, and don't forget to grab a gift card to support Hurricane Relief. Merry Christmas from Otavola, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
'Tis the season. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Holiday cheer is here along with our biggest sale of the year. The unbeatable Black Friday markdowns are ones you don't want to miss. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, you'll find exceptional deals on tons of brands including Springfield, Benelli, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Come find the perfect gift at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They're locally owned and operated. They don't share trucks. They do exclusive shipments, and they will guarantee your delivery date. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or give them a call at 321-3200. Make the transition from your present to your future with ease and use the movers the Pirates have used for over 20 years, Advanced Moving and Storage. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. We'll go inside the treasure chest one more time today, make you a winner. And hear from former Pirate Ryan McCrystal, now in the Reds organization. He joined us live from a golf course earlier today. You'll see that interview and hear that coming up later on in today's show. Right now, we'll head out to the Big Rock Power Sports live line and talk to Joe Giglio, our neighbor to the west, talk some Pac football and more. Joe, welcome in. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I hope you are.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining us, and shout out to our mutual friend Ronnie Woodward for helping me connect with you. How do you know old Ronnie there, Joe?
I used to work with Ronnie's dad at the News and Observer back when I started in my journalism career back in the day. So me and Woodo sat next to each other, learned from him. And Rondo chose to get into that world, and I've always tried to be there to help him now that he's like all grown up and has an adult job and all those good things.
Yep, and smart enough to get out of this world as well, Joe, as you know. So, yeah, Joe, you've been around. Your name's synonymous with Triangle Sports for a long time. We'll start with some NC State football. So I talked to Corey Smith from Pack Pride at the beginning of last week about the NC State perspective on who will be playing in this game. So Casey Concepcion, the very talented wide receiver, entering the transfer portal. Any other big names or spots, position groups, Joe, that has been affected by the portal that will impact NC State in this Military Bowl against ECU?
Typically, Clip, for NC State in the bowl season, they've lost usually their top players. And you mentioned KC. KC was their best player in 2023, but not 24. So there's already kind of been an adjustment there for NC State and what they do on offense. Davin Van is the one I'm interested in seeing if he'll play or not. They're outstanding defensive linemen. Typically, Dave Doran doesn't announce those decisions, but as we've seen before with Peyton Wilson and even before that, Bradley Chubb, and you can keep going back, Jermaine Pratt and Kelvin Harmon. Those are guys who haven't played in the bowl game, and it's one of the big reasons that NC State hasn't won a bowl game since beating Arizona State in 2017.
On that note, and again, we've been in it a while now, Joe, like these bowl games, the importance has seemed to dwindle. I think for fans, players, you can say some of the players, certainly if they opt out, they don't have much interest in a bowl game. But ECU's got a collection of seniors that this game certainly does matter. For one, it is a bowl. For two, it's NC State. But as far as like a bowl record for fans, like Dave Doran, we talked about it earlier in the show, the seat seems to be warm a lot of the time. But does that bowl record have an impact, you think, on fans in 2024? Like, does that matter? It doesn't matter as much as, like, beating Carolina during the regular season, right?
It's an interesting thought process because last year, if they beat Kansas State, Dave puts a 10-win season in his back pocket, something that he hasn't been able to do. You go back to some of those better teams, he matches up in 17 with Arizona State, who had an interim coach. Quite frankly, they weren't very good. Or actually, it was a lame duck coach, and they weren't very good. The next year, they end up playing in the Gator Bowl, and I mentioned their State's two best players don't play in the game, and they just absolutely get boat raced by Texas A&M, who at the time still had Jimbo Fisher and still had positive thoughts about where they could possibly go under Jimbo Fisher. So it's been one of those things that you can make an excuse or say it any way you want to say it, but the truth of the matter is they have not had real bowl success under Dave Doran. And, it's one of those things with Dave. You don't have a 10-win season. You don't have a conference title. You don't have a division title. What do you have, right? So you have things over Carolina that people do care about, and quite frankly have been the difference between him keeping his job and not over the last 10 years. But I think ultimately, like going into this season or the 22 season when State and ECU last played, you remember going into that game what was expected of NC State that year. And I am still struck by how well ECU played in the second half of that football game, particularly defensively in that football game. Completely and totally outplayed NC State in the second half of that football game. And I wonder if the kick is made. If we certainly know Mike Houston's record wouldn't have been winless against in-state opponents, and I don't know where that ECU team goes if they beat State in that opener, which they very easily could have done. So you can play the game with Dave of kind of flipping results, or you could say, it doesn't matter that they haven't won bowl games, but the truth is there's always like one little step that Dave's teams miss, whether it's the division or conference success, or getting to that 10-win plateau. They certainly had that chance last year against Kansas State and really fell flat in the first half of that football game last year.
Joe, we've seen Dave Doran knock off the Pirates now a few times in a row. As an ECU alum, I've seen East Carolina beat NC State plenty of times, seen some losses as well. So when the Super Bowl phrase comes up, I do not co-sign on this being East Carolina's Super Bowl. Maybe like NFL Wild Card Weekend, if you want to compare it to an NFL game. It's an important game, no doubt about that. But the want-to factor in this one, I certainly know, and I've rattled off the names, but Pirate defensive linemen, these seniors that have been around a while, Deontay Johnson, Sarad Ware, Elijah Morris, Pirate running back Rajay Harris, down to our long snapper, Alex Harper, who said, his first game here was a loss to State. He wants to right that wrong with a win. So the want-to factor is going to be high on ECU side, especially with Blake Harrell. As you said, the Pirates have not knocked off an in-state opponent in a while, and this will be a big win for Blake Harrell to get going as full-time head coach at East Carolina. What is the want-to factor on the NC State side of things? And this is a topic like not just for State ECU specifically. This is for like all the bowl games. You got to find out, all right, who's there, who cares about this game, and so where does NC State fall on that, in your opinion, the want-to factor going into this Military Bowl?
I think that's the big question, because when you look at NC State, when they play against North Carolina, and for the last 4 years, it's been very clear which team has been more interested in playing in the football game. And I understand that people take the term Super Bowl and make it derogatory. You know, there's a little brother syndrome there, but particularly between North Carolina and NC State. Oh, you guys only care when you play us. You play your Super Bowl against us. Obviously, ECU here is the same thing. It's meant as an insult. I kind of take it the other way. I take it as a positive. I went to the Texas-San Antonio game this year. I went to the Navy game because my son is a sophomore at ECU. And I looked at Navy, particularly, who ECU was physically superior to and should have beaten by 2 or 3 scores. And the absolute second that bowl game that James and I had figured out was going to happen, I said, I can already tell you, the team that we saw play against Navy, you won't even recognize them, because we've seen this before. It's not a negative, in my opinion, not a negative. And I get that people use the term that way. I go back to the year ECU put 70 points on UNC, and then they lose to Tulsa or one of the teams 2 weeks later. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just play the same way. Make the whole airplane out of the black box, pretend the whole thing is the State or the Carolina game. So I don't see it as a negative. I know some people do take it that way. I don't use the term that way. I know that you're going to see ECU's best effort in the military. Well, that's the way it should be. You remember that weekend in 22, that same Saturday, it was UNC, App State, NC State, ECU. Those games were a million times more entertaining than any other non-conference games NC State or UNC have played since. So I am a big proponent of these games, and I hate that NC State bought their way out of the App State game next year. I love the ECU App State game these last 2 years.
Yeah.
So these are all big games, in my opinion. I enjoy them. I don't see it as a negative, but you've been around long enough, I've been around long enough, that ECU absolutely looks different in these football games.
Joe Giglio joining us today on Pirate Radio Live on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Joe, I really just had you on so you could talk about something other than Bill Belichick for 15 minutes. I'm sure that has been quite a big topic in the Triangle area. What's your overall take on Belichick to North Carolina and the $1 million question? Will it work out there? And as Ken Watlington said earlier to me, what does workout mean? Workout, I think, is win an ACC championship, like go to a playoff. Do you think Belichick can kind of get North Carolina over the hump there?
I do think this. North Carolina, which lost 9 games under Mac Brown outright as a double-digit favorite, which is coaching malpractice, will not lose a football game because of their coach as long as Bill Belichick is their coach. That's a fantastic advantage to have, particularly given the situation they were in under Matt. Okay? I look at that and I say, when you ask what could success be? Well, not losing to Georgia Tech as a double-digit favorite, brilliant. Not losing to Virginia as a double-digit favorite, brilliant. Actually showing up for the NC State game also would be a bonus for Carolina. Ultimately, I look at this, though, and I ask myself, why? And Jimmy Johnson on Fox this weekend asked the same question. Why is the best coach in the history of the NFL not in the NFL? I looked at the last 10 hiring cycles in the NFL. 33 coaches got second chances, not included to or limited to Adam Gase. So you're telling me Adam Gase can get a second job, and I know it's a third for Belichick, but you're telling me that NFL teams were willing to give an extra chance to Adam freaking Gase, but not Bill Belichick? How does that make any sense to anyone? Even going further down the list, Josh McDaniels, fake Bill Belichick, diet Bill Belichick, knockoff Bill Belichick. Even he got 2 separate head coaching jobs in a 10-year span.
Hold on, Joe, we got a Raiders fan, Jared, producing. Jared, any comment on that?
I wouldn't call him Diet Bill Belichick with his fat ears, all right?
I was going to bring up his name. I'm glad Joe did before I could. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Timu Bill Belichick, right? Like, just it's possible. So I find it completely bizarre that the NFL has frozen him out to the point that when he was interviewing in Atlanta last year, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, bad-mouthed him to Atlanta and their owner, which I thought is that's, Cliff, think about how that's beyond petty. That's something totally and completely else. So it's odd to me that he's not in the NFL. Now, given the chance to come make $10 million at North Carolina, to bring his oldest son with him to set him up in a 7-figure job, his girlfriend, who's 24 years old, is reportedly interested in pursuing some sort of graduate degree at North Carolina. This all sounds pretty good to me. If I'm Bill Belichick, if I can't do the thing I want, which is to coach in the NFL. $10 million, you set up your son, you get to spend some time with your son. Your 24-year-old girlfriend, you could send her on her way to some sort of prosperity in her adult life. So, there are, and it's in Chapel Hill. It beats. Sometimes you have to remind me. We have FCC rules. It beats the snot out of living in Nantucket or Boston or wherever in those winters at 72 years old. I can tell you that. So there's a lot of good things there. I think the mistake, though, that people are making, and we're seeing this already, the first player that they signed was a transfer from Holy Cross, a center. All right? So I know people want to buy this whole pipeline to the NFL, but if you actually look at the Patriots roster over the last 10 years, how many guys did they really have? Danny Woodhead? Danny Amendola?
A lot of guys from Rutgers? Yeah.
A bunch. The one thing he could do was get players in the secondary. That was the last thing he had the ability to do, was identify NFL cornerbacks and safeties. Everything else, he had a converted lacrosse player play receiver. He had a converted quarterback play the other receiver. He was infatuated with signing wrestling champions to play the offensive line. So the idea that you think this is going to be Nick Saban's Alabama, where he's getting 5-star players and Julio Jones and Devontae Smith and everyone else is going to be running through Chapel Hill, I don't think you've been paying attention to what Bill Belichick has been doing. That doesn't diminish that you are now getting an outstanding coach who will never lose a game because of him. And that is a tremendous advantage for Carolina. To your point, it's probably somewhere in the middle. Indiana and SMU are in the playoff this year. Indiana. Think about that. And SMU, Indiana, very similarly to the path that Carolina could take, had an amazingly easy schedule, but they had a really good coach. They didn't make mistakes. They went into the portal and got a bunch of players that nobody else wanted. That's your template. Indiana, not Alabama, not Georgia. So I could see Carolina doing something like that, going 10-2 and making the playoffs, because they're going to get all kinds of a boost for having Bill Belichick being their coach too.
Eloquently put. Well said by Joe Giglio, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Joe, before we let you go, I want to talk a little bit of basketball. So Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, joins us every Wednesday. We did our state of North Carolina power rankings for college football all season long, which was just a hilarious exercise trying to figure out who was better or worse between Charlotte and App State and ECU and Carolina and all those teams. But I said when we return in January, Ken, we'll do our top 9 college basketball poll for teams in the state. And he said, I think it's going to be Duke and everybody else, just like it was for football. Duke off to a 9-2 start. Of course, they're top 5. How about the other teams in the triangle right now? Still early, obviously, Joe, but NC State has a better overall record than North Carolina right now. I know North Carolina's played a challenging schedule, but how about the triangle basketball and what we'll see here in the next few months?
Right. The challenge in front of Carolina now is losses don't help you. So they need to stack up a few more wins. And the real challenge there is, yes, they get another crack at UCLA here over the weekend. But inside the ACC, there's going to be a scarcity of opportunities to win big games. And NC State is actually behind Carolina in that sense because Carolina at least has a win over Dayton right now. NC State has no such thing on their resume, and they're still missing one of the players that they were hoping who could help them this season in Mike James. He transferred from Louisville. He was supposed to be out for a month. I know Kevin Keats had said last week that he was getting closer, but that's a fairly big piece to go your entire non-conference schedule without. Now, maybe NC State is lulling everyone to sleep and they just want to get to the Tuesday game in the ACC tournament. They'll win 5 in a row, then they'll go to the Final Four by winning 4 in a row because, well, why not? You do that every year, right? So I look at NC State and I went to the Texas game and they were getting closer to the way that they had to play, but there's still a long way to go for them, and they're running out of chances, quite frankly. Carolina, there's a lot of pressure on Hubert Davis, and it's because Carolina has their own standard when it comes to basketball. I had seemingly joked this year when ECU had decided to move on from Mike Houston in football. I said, well, at least we know there's one adult in the room in the state of North Carolina that will not tolerate some of the mediocrity, right? ECU was like, heck, this is not us. We're moving on from this. Whereas State and Carolina and App State were seemingly kind of like, no, we're good. Well, of course, Carolina ends up making their move. App State makes their move, and obviously NC State's in a little bit different position with Dave Thorne in year 12. But Carolina basketball is a whole different thing. And I would not be surprised if it starts coming down on him because while I look at what Hubert's done, and I think he's done a good job, and I always said the coaches who follow Roy and Kay are going to have a super hard time. That's just plain obvious to anyone who's been paying attention. But if Hubert misses the tournament twice in 3 years, once as the preseason number 1, and then, this year, obviously, as a preseason top 10 or 15, whatever they were, that's not going to be good for him, particularly because we've seen the shift there at Carolina as well, which, that's the other part of the Belichick factor is if you're going to push all of these financial resources to football, what does that mean for what I would argue is the best program in all of college basketball? So there's a lot of moving parts going on over at Carolina. Duke, you mentioned, off to a good start. They're still young, obviously, and their success is going to be contingent upon not Cooper Flagg, rather if Con Knipple can be a consistent scorer, if Tyrese Proctor can be a consistent scorer, and if Malwatch, at the big man in the middle, if they can get more positive minutes and contributions out of him than they did in this stretch of Kansas and some of these other losses. Even Auburn, they win, but he didn't do a lot. I think he's super important to what they do because he's a defensive eraser. And I think if they're going to win the national championship, they're going to need more out of him than 10 to 12 minutes. They're going to need a full effort out of him. So John Shire has done commendable work with those young players, but it's still, it's still a big challenge for them because, again, you talk about the standard being the standard. Duke's in the same boat. They went to the Final Eight last year, and no one wanted to hear anything about that. Of course, they lost NC State in that game, so I understand why they wouldn't be that proud of it. But think of it, it was a down year for them, and they went to the Final Eight, right?
Yeah.
What a wonderful first-year problem to have. So.
A lot of folks would take that. Joe, awesome stuff, yeah. Appreciate you talking some hoops and some football with us today on Pirate Radio Live. For people that want to hear, read, consume everything you got going on, where can we go about doing that?
Easiest thing to do is OG Triangle Media. You check us out on the internet, or the YouTubes is at OG Triangle Media, or you can always just Google us, Ovius and Giglio, Giglio, and you'll find us.
Joe, awesome stuff, man. Let's do it again in 2025. Appreciate you joining us today. Hope you and everyone has a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Joe, and we'll talk again soon, man.
You got a clip anytime.
All right, there is Joe Giglio joining us today. Sharp fella here on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. All right, Shirley, you want to do it again? I'll do it again. For the third time today, we'll open up the Pirate Radio Treasure Chest. You'll have an opportunity to win the Aiden Golf Course prize pack and Farm Bureau apparel from Brandon Manning. 4 basketball tickets and a parking pass, T-shirts from David Price Construction, a 10-game ticket pack and hat from the Down East Bird Dogs. How about a $100 gift card to Emporium right here in downtown Greenville? The kayak rental package for 2 still available as well from River Vibes. We'll give one of those prizes away when we return. Caller 12 is a winner. 317-1250. Back after this.
PestTech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. PestTech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the PestTech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. PestTech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure. North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
There's no better time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington than right now. Don't let a cancellation or back order spoil your Christmas. I'm Rhonda Lyons, and I can assure you we have a store full of goodies to satisfy anyone on your list. If you can't decide on the perfect gift, just select a gift certificate for any amount you desire. The shopping is easy, and the signature gift wrap is free and beautiful. Remember, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hi, this is Christy Conway.
Hi, this is Tracy Ayers.
It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Right now, Pitt County is experiencing a shortage of homes on the market, especially at certain price points. Currently, there's only about 2.5 months of home inventory available, with the average sales price sitting right at $300,000. Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
It's never like the same stuff you hear every morning or like every afternoon on talk shows.
Your locally owned, locally operated radio station.
There's always new content.
That's the way I like it.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Want a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance? Call Tim Sawyer and his State Farm team at 493-0002 to get a quote in less than 5 minutes. To get great coverage with great rates, call your local State Farm agent, Tim Sawyer, at 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Got Shirley Rhodes. Got Jared Watkins. Got left side!
Side, baby!
Chandler, the show's over. What are you doing here?
Dude, I mean, I popped in after some sales calls.
What are you doing working this late?
And I said, you know what? I had to go and send in a couple of emails, but then I heard y'all open the treasure chest, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Okay. All
So,
right.
oh, shout out to my guy, Joe DeLoach, earlier today for winning the Parker Bird signed and framed picture from Shenandoah Graphics.
That was number one on my power rankings, and he took it home. So you're here to talk to Mark Hall.
Oh, yeah. Another good buddy of mine.
How your buddies keep winning? You got a lot of buddies.
I swear I have nothing to do with this.
Now that you're in the suit world, too, I understand you're picking up a lot more buddies. You got these buddies. What do you go to on lunch with your buddies?
No, I just maybe stop by, say hey. Sometimes go to lunch.
Okay.
Supposed to go to dinner with a buddy tonight, but he...
That's right, yeah. But Mark Hall is on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. He is our latest winner. How you doing, Mark?
Doing great. How are you guys?
I'm good. Do you consider yourself a buddy of Chandler?
Well,
whoa,
Mark,
that
should be an immediate yes.
No, now that I won, yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, Mark, where are you from?
Winterville.
All right. Good place to be. You a Pirate fan?
Absolutely. Looking forward to the 28th.
All right, Mark. Go back in your brain. You can reverse the outcome of one ECU athletics event in history.
Oh, wow.
What event are you picking? That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
While you think, I got one. This is going to be a little radical. But what if East Carolina beat North Carolina in the first round of the NCAA tournament in 1993?
Oh.
Now, y'all wouldn't have been here to appreciate that.
No, yeah.
But that would be the first ever 16-over-1, so people would still be talking about it, showing the highlights, and East Carolina would have a chance to get to the Sweet 16. So I'm going to pick that one. I'm sure y'all are going to go football. Do you have one, Sean?
The one that immediately comes to my mind is the UCF game, the Fail Mary on Thursday night. If we win that game, do we have a chance?
No. God, I've gone over that so many times. It changes nothing. Literally nothing changes.
Okay. All right. I couldn't remember. I would still change that one just because it was the senior night of Shane Carden and Justin Hardy and some others. But
and they would have scored the game-winning touchdown in their last game at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
And that's what it looked like there for a long time. But
you got one, Jarrett?
Yeah,
North Alabama last week.
Yeah, that's really what I was gonna say.
Was it?
Yeah.
I ruined the joke.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Can you pick another one, a real one?
Northeastern last year. NC State, Owen Daffer misses the kick.
That's a good one.
Talked about that one with Joe Giglio a moment ago. Mark, do you have an answer?
Yes. Either Cliff Godwin hitting a home run against Tennessee to go to the College World Series.
Ooh, wow.
Or Texas beating Texas in Supers.
Damn, that's a good one, too.
College World Series.
Ben Terwilliger closing it out. Yeah, that reminds me of dang Texas Tech. Extra innings.
If East Carolina beats Illinois in the first game of the 1991 season, what does that change?
I don't know, man. I still don't know if they put them in the playoff. That's a good question. I would have to talk to historians, look at schedules, because at that time there was no playoff or anything or BCS. You're just matched up. I don't even know if they'd have put ECU in a championship, even if that were the case. Catch the ball, dude.
A little bowl game action.
Yeah, James Madison.
Boca Raton.
Kicked off. All right, let's find out what Mark wins. Let's go inside the chest there.
We're getting low in the chest.
Hey, looking a little low in the chest there. Hey. All right, Chan, man, what do we got there?
Man. I just left this guy's office.
No wonder you're late. You probably talked all afternoon.
Yeah. Mark, do you play golf?
Quite a bit.
All right. Do you ever go to Aden and play golf there?
Periodically, yes.
All right, well, you're going back because you have won an Aden Golf Course prize pack and Farm Bureau apparel thanks to my good buddy, Brandon Manning. So congratulations, Mark.
Good deal. Thanks a lot. And thanks to Brandon.
Mark, appreciate you tuning in, man. Congratulations.
Superstitious beers. Superstitious beers.
We'll let you know how you can redeem your prize.
All right, very good. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one. There is Mark Hall.
Congratulations, Mark. And congratulations to Brandon Manning, who can now call into the treasure chest. We were talking about that earlier in his office. He was like, dude, am I going to have to, if I'm not going to be able to call in, is my prize literally going to be the last prize picked out of the treasure chest?
Because we said he could call in after his prize was won.
So now, tomorrow and Friday, you're free to go. You're free to call. So call in Brandon Manning.
By the way, Brandon Manning is my buddy.
Why can't we all have the same buddy?
We can, but
you're my buddy.
I knew him first.
Okay, I mean, you sound so childish right now.
Hey,
I knew him first.
Hey, man, I didn't know you were so mature now that you're a suit. What? I can't be childish anymore. Old Sean. Sean invited me to lunch today.
I did.
What the hell?
And I was turned down.
Yeah, because I am not a suit. I have to be. I'm part-time secretary here as well.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be in the building. In the building.
In the building.
I'm in the building, man. All right, Shonsky. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back, and then we'll hit our interview with Ryan McCrystal. Fleet Feet Rundown as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Chan's here, man. I feel whole again. I feel complete. You complete me.
That's because you're my buddy.
Back with you after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
The holidays are here, and so is the perfect drink to celebrate. Head to Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road in Greenville for a great selection of holiday craft beers, wine, and mead. From rich stouts and spiced ales to seasonal wines and meads, they have everything to make your celebrations extra special. Whether you're hosting a holiday gathering or just looking for a festive treat, Tub Thumpers has a perfect beverage for every toast. Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, the home of holiday cheer and the best seasonal drinks in town.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
The time is now to book your holiday fiestas at Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville. Chico's is the perfect place to get all your dear amigos together for some Mexican food and fun this holiday fiesta season. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. Also remember to put a smile on your amigos' faces this holiday season with the perfect gift, a Chico's gift card. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirate's Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you have New Year's Eve plans yet? If not, the Buccaneer Music Hall has you covered with Pirate Nation's biggest party to ring in 2025. The party gets started at 8 o'clock, featuring Mikhail Buck along with Fox and Veed, a free champagne toast, and DJ Kid Scene will keep the party going all night long. Get your tickets in advance for $20, or you can get them on New Year's Eve for $30. And you better hurry because the biggest party of the year will sell out soon. We'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
All right, that will no doubt be a fun night out at the Buccaneer Music Hall. All right, welcome back into the show. Let's hit our interview with Ryan McCrystal. So we talked to Rhino earlier today. He was out at the golf course. and it was hit or miss. Some of his sentences you can't hear, but about 90% of this will be good. But was glad to catch up with Ryan McCrystal earlier today, and here it is. Oh, I don't know if we got that sweet sound on video. I think we just missed it. But Ryan McCrystal,
might have just missed it, but I might have just made it. You never know.
he is on the golf course, and he's joining us live. Ryan,
That's right.
How you doing, sir?
Living the dream.
You did.
That's for sure.
This is literally the dream. Playing golf on a beautiful day in North Carolina. Ryan, great to have you, man. And we'll catch up with you, find out what you're up to. And first of all, Ryan, tell us, like, since you've been gone from East Carolina and joining the Reds organization, what kind of baseball did you play, and how much were you able to get experience at the pro level?
Yeah. So 3 days after I got drafted, I went to Arizona. They called me. I got drafted on a Monday, and they called me on Wednesday and asked if a flight for the next day at 4 p.m. worked. And I was like, yeah, I guess it has to, because you're paying for the flight and you're my employer now. So, yeah, I'll fly there tomorrow. So I was there for 2 weeks. We do all like draft camp. Holy voice crack. You do draft camp, which is it's just you and all the guys get drafted, and you work out together and do baseball stuff, so they get to see you and kind of like mold you in to the way that it is professional baseball a little bit. And it was pretty sweet to be in Arizona and catch until my cleats were melting off. But it was definitely a cool introduction. And then 2 weeks into it, they sent me to Low A on a beach. So after that, we had only drafted a few position guys. I was the first position guy to go out there, and so no idea what to do. Also, by the way, Clip, I told you I hit a good one, and we got like 12 feet. So,
Jared, can you
turn do it with one hand real quick while I talk to you?
Turn the computer a little bit so I can see Ryan. Okay, all right, yeah. So, are you going to take your shot here, or
I'm putting with one hand.
Okay.
Oh. Almost. All right.
You're breaking.
Yell to Jaden. Jaden, I made a par.
Ryan McCrystal joining us live from the course. Ryan, one thing I learned about you in our talks and just getting to know you a little bit, you love the game of baseball. You have a childlike joy still to this day for the game of baseball. So when you go from East Carolina to the pros, how quickly do you see like how different it is? Or can you still say at the end of the day it's still baseball? Like how do you kind of juggle the profession with the game that you love?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a difference. You get there and there's a lot of guys that professional baseball, it's your job now, and I feel like a lot of guys think results mean so much more, and in reality they do, but the thing about it is that it's results over a long period of time, and so you can see guys just getting like upset after a bad game and just not playing the game that they've always loved the way that they used to. I think that's one thing that I can really credit ECU with, is that it was a hard 3 years for me there, because the first 2 years obviously didn't go the way that I wanted to, but I think what I was able to learn about myself is how to play with the same joy that I played when I was 5 years old. And I hope that everyone there could see it. Especially my last few months there, I think it was just, I realized how much baseball means to me. And so I'm still playing the game with that exact same joy. And it's a funny story. I actually almost got into a fight with a little Hispanic kid when I was in Low A, because I was joking around with the umpire when he was getting mad at me for calling all sliders. The hitter was getting mad at me. And I was like laughing with the umpire, joking, like, I have no idea what he's saying to me right now. Like that kind of thing. And he struck out twice and popped up all on sliders. I kid you not, 13 pitches thrown to his kid, all sliders. And like the whole time he's like trying to like square up to me. He's like 5'7", $150. And I was just like laughing, because I was like, dude, what are you doing? This is a game that we're playing, and they're paying us to do it, and you're mad at me for calling sliders? It's your job to know how to hit sliders. Like, what are you doing? And so I think that's like a good example of like I think the biggest thing that I learned is that being yourself is even more important when it is a job, because the farther you get away from yourself, the more of a job it becomes, and the more you get away from what you really learn to love to do.
Ryan McCrystal joining us. You referenced your last few months at East Carolina, and there's a guy that always gets hot at the end of the regular season, conference tournament, and then the postseason, the regionals, super regionals, whatever. And it's been Bryson Worrell. It's been Jake Washer, another Pirate catcher. And we were saying, who's it going to be this year? And we kind of already had the answer because you had gotten so hot the second half of the season. But what was that like for you, not only to play the game you love, but to play it at that level and to just be locked in? You move up to the middle of the order, the cleanup, the third spot in the lineup. Man, that was awesome to watch. Had to be awesome for you to be a part of it.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. I tell my parents that when I was rounding second base in that regional after I hit the home run against Evansville to start that regional final game, I said to myself, like, it's all been worth it. Like, obviously, I wouldn't trade my time there for anything, but you like all those things that we all go through, like behind the scenes, and just like how much you do have to grow and how much people don't see. It's like, for me, it was all worth it because not only did I play well at the end of the year, but I was playing with my best friends and I was just learning how to be myself again. And I think that it really showed the end of the year because results weren't what mattered. What mattered was what the final score said. What mattered was us executing what we needed to. And that's when you always play the best, And so that, and then just like the more my faith grew at the end of the year, the more in tune with myself I at the Carter, and just be able to show me what was really important. And then playing the second half of that season with that much freedom for the school that I grew up rooting for was just pretty surreal for me because, I don't know, just like seeing all those people cheering for me and for our team, it was just one of those moments where it's like, this is what you worked for your whole life. And to be able to like be that guy that everyone relies on and everyone trusts, it's just a lot of hard work went into that. And so I definitely cherished it, but I also was really happy that I could be that guy for our team.
Ryan McCrystal joining us. Ryan, let's we got East Carolina, NC State in the Military Bowl. So I'll ask you this from a baseball perspective. I'm sure Cliff Godwin treats every game as the most important game. However, when you take on an NC State or a North Carolina, an in-state opponent, what's the build-up to it like? What's the pregame like? What's the game itself like? Does it feel different than another normal game against a VCU or a team like that during the week?
It's a tough question because like there's always going to mean a little bit more to us as players. I wouldn't really say we approach it any differently though. I think the difference comes when you can just feel the energy in the stadium, when you can feel how much it means to everyone else, like all the fans that, packing the stadium, all that stuff. So it was definitely different in that sense because like when Starr hit for that cycle, like it obviously meant more when he hit for the cycle against NC State than it would have if he did it against VCU or William & Mary in the middle of the week, but like we don't approach it any differently, and I think that's the reason that we're so good in those games because we understand like when it comes to baseball, when it comes to us doing what we do it as well as anyone in the country, and our coaches do a great job preparing us for that. And so it's a lot more fun to play against in-state guys, those games where guys on the other side when you want to beat them, to be like, yeah, we got you. Just one of those things. Like when I played Eli Serrano in Low A this year, he still was mad at me about when we beat him at home my sophomore year, and I was kind of chirping him after he struck out to end the game. And you can watch back that end of that game, and he tried to come back to home plate because I asked him if that pitch was low too, because he to end the game. Buddy, is that low? And so he didn't say a word to me. He's kind of like nodded to me when he stepped in the box in Daytona, and I was like, "That's hilarious that you're holding a grudge from 2 years ago." It just shows you like how much energy there is in those games. But I don't know. I thought that was really fun.
That's awesome. What we're learning today is Ryan chirps a little bit and laughs a lot. We knew he laughed a lot, but my kind of guy. Ryan McCrystal. Ryan, did you watch the roller coaster of the season that was ECU football?
I did. I can't say that I tuned into it as much as I wanted to, especially early on, but I definitely I think everyone can say we were pretty proud of how they ended the year. Yeah,
no doubt. Military Bowl coming up. Ryan, speaking of football, I didn't plan on this, but it is Commanders-Eagles week, and your Eagles are taking care of everybody right now. Are you got the Lions in your path here? You trying to get that number one seed in the NFC?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to put all my trust in Saquon Barkley. I think that's what all Eagles fans are doing. Jaden, that is way left.
I'll tell you what, it sounded good. We didn't get to hear it, or see it, but the swing sounded good.
But it definitely wasn't the next stick. No, but I definitely a lot of faith in my Eagles. Unfortunately, they let me down last year, and I think Trey can agree that. Really hoping that Saquon Barkley can take us to the promised land. I don't think we'll have any problem with the Commanders this week. That's for sure.
Yeah, you think you might be right. Ryan, this is a tricky question for you, you pro ball players. What's next on your docket? Sometimes I get I don't know. I have no idea. What is next on your baseball schedule as far as when you got to report and things like that?
So I go to what's called Battery Camp in Arizona, January 4th through 9th. And so it's me and a few of the other catchers. And we go with a lot of the pitchers that they select from our draft class and everything. And so we'll do like a little catching camp kind of. So we'll catch all their bullpens and take live at bats and then really just get to know the pitching staff really well. And that's for 5 days. And then I'll be back home for another month. And then I go to spring training at some point in February, but they haven't even told us when we do that yet until they get all these little camps out of the way. So yeah, that's what's next for me. But really, it's been weird having 2.5 months off at this point.
Man, well, Ryan, it's good to catch up with you. I'd like to go longer, but we're up against it. We'll let you get back to golf. And Parker Bird has this studio, so bigger name. Yeah, we got to clear out.
I'll get out of the way for that guy every time.
Ryan, good to catch up, man. Let's do it again. Keep up the good work. Good luck on your golf game.
Appreciate it.
We'll
good to talk to you.
There is Ryan McCrystal live from the golf course joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. You got something, John?
No, I don't.
All right, we'll get our last break in. We'll come back and wrap it up on a Wednesday. Back with you after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender. NMLS 2085116.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
It's bow time.
'Tis the season for food and family, but thanks to Bojangles, you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen when loved ones come home for the holidays. Set down the spatula and put away the mixing bowls, because this holiday season, Bojangles is ready to help you celebrate with all your family favorites like Chicken Supreme, Cajun Filet Biscuits, or a big bow box of hand-breaded chicken, scratch-made biscuits, and fixins for the whole family. We'll make the food so you can focus on making memories. Head to Bojangles and gift yourself a taste of home. It's bow time.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to visit University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is Ryan McCrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was another rough day for the stock market. The Dow fell 1,123 points today and closed at 42,326. The NASDAQ fell 716 points at 19,392, and the S&P slipped 178 points at 5,872. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Fleet Feet rundown. James Madison 7-0 first quarter lead over Western Kentucky in the Boca Raton Bowl. They have a 4th and 1 decision to make here. And the ECU women have won 3 in a row. They are undefeated at home. They play tonight against VCU, and it's tipping off just about as we speak. Sean, great job today, bud.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Good show. J-Bone, appreciate all your efforts pre and during the show and post-show. Shirley Rhodes, great job keeping us on the rails as always.
I understand somebody wanted a Gus Johnson call. I'll give them one tomorrow of Marlon Gunn.
You got to be here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what hey, one day later from when I want this, can you please give it to me? You've changed. You've changed a lot. We'll see you Thursday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live for the crew and suit. I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the